All right. YouTube is live. And then let's go ahead and share that screen. And we live, baby. Yeah. We live, baby.
And we live, baby.
Hold on. Bro, me and my partner on the motherfucking streaming shit, gang. Come pull up on us. Fuck is he talking about? Partner on the motherfucking streaming shit, gang. Come pull up on us. But
I
yeah,
like how
baby.
it's switching colors. It's naturally switching colors right now.
Yeah. That's the light do that. That shit go. We really in the future, buddy.
Okay. You don't get this in the 1900s.
I'm saying, we ain't got flying cars, but nigga, we got robots. That's scary. But yeah, bro, we in this motherfucker. You already know it's goddamn Blackout Mafia. You dig? Hold on. Say something? Yeah. You already know. I got my main man, 50 grand, my brother, my player, the Shark Slayer, Zay Guap, Zay Goo Wop, Zay, all that shit, man.
Yeah.
And then, you got me just in the background on the ones and twos. You play your partner, Baby Katoru. And this was all brought to you by Bad Bitches and Good Weed. But nah, man, we up, man. How's your week been, my brother in spirit?
Yeah, it's been all right. Trying to think what I do on Monday. And this week kind of went by like a blur.
Mm-hmm.
Did I work on Monday? No, today's Wednesday. I was off Monday, Tuesday. Yesterday, I was completely bedridden.
Damn,
I
for
don't know
real?
what it was. Yeah, I think I had like bad depression, or maybe I was just being lazy. And then Monday, I was kind of like back and forth. Monday was straight though. Like Monday, I was working out, uh, like studying and stuff, doing some research on things. So, like Monday was pretty chill. Like, and then Tuesday, I was just crashing out the entire day, just freaking bedridden.
Damn.
I don't know. I think it's just. I think it's just a. It was either just a depressive episode or like I can't never tell like if it's like a depressive episode, like depression, or if it's like just bad habits. But like I'm like so good and I've been so good and used to doing like good habits
Yeah.
that I'm like, I don't know, it's just weird for it to just hit a whole 180 and for just me to just like not like want to do anything. And like I don't know, cause like when I'm good, I'm like, bro, like I'm like nervous and anticipating that I'm gonna like hit a bad slope. But then I'd be like, well, you can't really hit a bad slope when you just consistently doing what you do. So I don't know if it's just bad patterns or what, but I don't know. I think it's like our chemical reactions to stress and just my ways of reacting to stress. But I don't know, like something's up. And I gotta get to the bottom of it. But I kind of chalked it up as depression because I was told already before by multiple therapists that I do have it. I've just never, and my sister thinks, I do, but like it's been something I've been told that I had, and I remember having it like really bad when I was like younger. Like it was way worse at one point. Like it was so bad, like I would like hear voices in my head and just have these crazy bad like episodes where I'd just be like drowning in like just depression. Like I just remember it just used to be really bad. And like it's got more better because I've been able to manage myself a lot better. But like I still like think that I feel it strongly because I'm not like really treating it that much. So I don't know. I gotta look deeper into it for real, because it be slowing me down some days like that, and I don't like it, because then I like bounce back up, and I'm like, bro, I could have been doing this the whole time, like just moving like this the whole time. Why am I not doing this the whole time? Why am I not like feeling great? Like, so it's like it always like teeter totters like back and forth. So I don't know. Yesterday was pretty harsh, pretty hard, and then I like just do things that don't help, like just do things that make it worse, and then I get more depressed because of doing those things. And then like usually like the next day I'll like feel my entire body and what I like did to it the day before when I was like just in a crash out mode. Yeah. And I'll just be laying there like, bruh. And I just feel like so much repressed emotion. It's just bad, man. This is bad. I gotta get some help. I keep saying that, but like I gotta get some help because I'm struggling. But that's just kind of how my week went. Just kind of bouncing back from that now.
Man, I'm gonna keep it a bug. The best thing that potentially could help fix with that shit is just, and it's just so much easier said than done. 'Cause I know you in Florida, you probably don't know a whole lot of people down there, but just really getting out and trying to just kick it with somebody or some shit. Cause that alone shit definitely help a lot. But I ain't gonna lie, it was kind of the same thing with me this week. Like I was just not in a good headspace. But then me, Kane, goddamn Brian, TJ, and them all went out, and that was a dope night. Like that's what the fuck I needed. I needed a night of dancing, being a little twisted with my friends and shit, and just turning up, like just not having to think about all this shit that I got going on, all these products I ain't finished, and you know what I'm saying? Like that shit build up so motherfucking bad, bro. And it fuck it up because like when you know you behind on some shit, but you like, man, I need to take a break right quick. And you be like, damn, nah, but if I take a break, I'm never gonna get done. But then you kind of put yourself in a cycle of avoiding the work, but also avoiding free time. Like, I don't know if that made sense when I said it, but that shit.
Nah, you're right though. Like it makes sense.
Yeah, that's just some shit that niggas got to get outside. Nah. I don't even know how to explain it better than that, bro.
Nah, you explained it well. I mean, I agree. Like, I be inside the house all the time, bro. Like, and I don't really escape it. Like, and I was trying to get out the house yesterday, but the folks I was supposed to get out the house with didn't answer me. And then when one of them did, they told me that they were sick, so they couldn't. So it was like, all right, well, dang, that sucks. And then, like I just don't think to reach out to nobody, because like you said, I don't really know people like that down here for real. And like if I do, they're like adults, people with like kids or like grown people. So it's like okay, well they're probably, I always assume like they're either with their kids or they're at work. So I can't really, like during the day seems a little bit more challenging. And I'm trying to think if I know anybody else, but like I don't know, like I kind of just be stuck. So I'm gonna start like going to this little city area. My sister goes to work. That way I'm not just inside, just by myself all the time. It's just, I don't have to be like by myself all the time. And I think that's what's really impacting me the most, is because like I'm alone so much. And like, it kind of gets like, it kind of gets a lot. So I be like, bro, like, I really don't want to be with myself right now. Like, I just kind of want to be with other people. So, yeah, no, I definitely agree.
Yeah. However you can get about that house, bro. Even if it is by yourself, sometimes just that seasonal depression shit. I really started peeping how real that shit is. Motherfuckers trying to damn.
Yeah. Because it started to get cold and you starting to feel it.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know. I think it's just like a thing of when you just not outside. Like people really take for granted outside, like to be in the sun, to touch grass, to just really be outside for real. And I feel like once it get cold, you can still be outside in the cold, but it's like it's a little more. I ain't gonna lie, something I felt like I used to think as a kid. I don't think true that as much now. I don't feel like if I was to be like outside all the time during the summer, and then like if I'm consistently outside when the seasons change, I would think I would get sick or some shit. But it's like not really if you think about it. Because from my experience, at least when I would be consistently outside, and then like when I realize it's still getting cold, and I keep going outside even though it's cold, it's like I'm still like I'm changing with the season instead of being outside for a decent amount of time when it's hot, and then coming back when it's fucking 30 degrees and shit. It's like your body not experienced or it's not ready for that drastic change in temperature. So then motherfuckers just stay in the crib and shit where it's warm, but you ain't getting no sunlight. And I feel like, man, sunlight is the fucking key to happiness, nigga. That's some Superman shit for real. Like, you sit in the fucking sun long enough, sit in some grass long enough, nigga. I ain't saying you finna just fucking jump for joy and no shit, but you damn sure finna feel a little bit better. It's just gonna do something for that damn cerebellum.
No, I definitely agree because like when like Monday when I went outside and I took a jog outside and then I did some workout stuff, like I felt good. Like I felt energized the whole day. I still felt like I was depressed, but I felt as if I had energy. Like I didn't feel like I just had depression just weighing completely entirely on me. So like I felt good, and I was doing work, but it wasn't until later into the night. And then something had happened that made me switch. Oh, I was like tight because I was like, dang, bro, like I really want to be in my own space right now. My sister had came home and I was just like, bro, I really just want to be in my own space right now because I'm starting to get used to it. And there's certain things that I do when I'm by myself that I'm like, bro, I just want to be by myself right now to do this. And so it just switched after that, which I think also like I think I also like have a splash like a bipolar because like it like switches so fast. Like it literally goes from like 0 to 100 like so fast, like my mood, and it'll be silent, but it'll just be like, bro, like it's just the fact that it just crashes that fast. So I'm like, I don't know if it's like a little bit of like bipolar depression or what, but like I just was like my whole mood was like blown, and then after that I just fell into this deep depressive state, and like it was just like, bro, like I was good the whole day. Like, what's the problem? And like I was still like straight for the most part because I like get myself out of it, but then still like it was just like weighing so heavy on me, and I'm like, bro, what the heck? But I also, like you were saying, like think it's because since I'm inside, isolated so much, I feel like it's easier for me to like experience my moods because I don't have anything else to like kind of pull me out of it.
Yeah.
Like so like I'm consistently in it all the time. And so like it's easier for me to like get dragged into something and then like feel it wholly to the point where it's like not that I can't get out of it, but like it has a stronger like hold on me because I feel it way more than anything because I don't have anything to pull me out aside from like a computer screen.
Mhm.
Like I don't have nothing like in person to pull me out of it or like something that I can do unless like I do, like I said, like work out or something maybe. But yeah, it's definitely I feel like staying inside doesn't help. And like going outside, getting movement, like and getting sunlight, I agree. Like, bro, the one time I did get up to take a walk yesterday, like I walked up to the McDonald's, like bro, like, I was straight, I was good, like, and then my body was like, okay, back to when I got back home, I was like, all right, just back to it. I didn't feel like pulling myself out of it, which I got to be better with doing that. But like, you're right. Like when I went outside, took a walk, it was a good walk, bro. Like I felt good. I felt ready to take on whatever. Like I felt like my normal self again. So like I definitely agree getting outside, And then just on the last thing too about the seasonal thing as well. Yeah, I think seasonal because it started feeling like fall today for real.
Hell yeah.
Like it was cool outside, and I was like, bro, like this brings back so many memories. It was like that just kind of like I don't want to say drag me down, but low key dragged me down.
Well, like bad memories or just like memories and then realizing that they're memories now.
It was like both good and bad, but like I think there was a lot of like emotion attached to it that was like it was just so many different emotions attached to it that like I could see how like because I was just feeling memories just flood back, just the nostalgia from feeling the fall. And like, oh man, like so much has happened in the fall, like, and I was just getting those flashes, and like, bro, and just it was good and bad. Like it wasn't just all bad. And then like I would kind of like start living in the memory a little bit because like, and then I would like feel the memory, and I'm like, oh man, like this was really happening during that time. This is how I was really feeling when I was in this space. Like, oh snap, like that's a lot.
Yeah.
So like a lot of stuff just kept flooding back, and just I would have to experience it again. So I and experience it how I was really experiencing it back then.
Facts. Man, I be doing that shit like a motherfucker. Like I be outside. One thing I used to miss, cause like I used to live in like a lot of apartments and shit, so we ain't really have like the object of raking a whole bunch of leaves and throwing them and like jumping into them and shit like that. We did that, but like in the best way we could. Like nigga, we would dead ass grab in the middle of the fucking on the street, middle of the goddamn road, pile up leaves damn near 4 feet high. I swear to God, we used to get up there about 4 feet high and jump in that motherfucker. Like it just, man. So now I definitely feel you on the just like getting caught and living in old memories and shit. But that's why I asked, like, was it a bad memory or is it like a good memory? But you kind of swallowing the pill that it's a memory now. Like it's not happening no more. It's not that time period came and passed. Like, you know what I mean?
Were those like good memories when you were feeling them? Like, was you jumping in the? That was like a good little flashback that you were feeling, and like, oh man, I remember experiencing that.
Yeah, it's like I think of some shit and be like, damn, that shit was fire as fuck. But then like just slowly but fast at the same time, like it would just gradually start to think of, damn, I don't talk to people no more. Or damn, I don't do the same activity no more. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and shit, my fucking old friend group so damn crazy. I got niggas that's locked up, dead, and some more shit. So it's like just really thinking about that and thinking, damn, I ain't gonna never get to motherfucking just talk to cuz and be like, hey, bro, remember I got a homie, bro. I wish that nigga was out right now, bro, because it's just so much shit that me and that nigga went through together. And it's like, it's just so many memories that I don't remember, but he probably do. You know what I mean? It's just so much shit that we experienced together that I may remember one half, he remember the other half of it. But when you start to recognize that, damn, I can't speak to these people like that no more. Whether they locked up, dead, or niggas live just took different paths and shit. It started to kind of become a sad thing just because you're not in that same joy that you was when it first happened.
Yeah, yeah, now I get you. It's it was definitely kind of somewhat the same for me because like it's not that I was like feeling complete joy. Like I wasn't like experiencing it entirely because I've been kind of like not. I've been kind of ducking my emotions a lot lately, so I could focus on the goal. But when I did feel it, like I just remember just being in that experience again, and just like man, like I remember like all that was happening when it was this cold, bro. Like, and it felt good because it was nostalgic. It felt good because I remember like being in there, and it felt like warm and comfortable because that's usually what I was holding on to in those moments was like how comfortable, like just being comfortable in the situation. But like I also felt like the anxiety that was around like that's the situations or like maybe the depression or maybe like whatever I was feeling when I was in those moments. And like not that I didn't experience it entirely, but I guess I just didn't process it. And so now that time has passed and I like processed it, I'm like feeling it a lot more. And I'm like, oh man, like I actually feel everything. So this is really what was going on. Like, and so like I like visually kind of somewhat see where I was at. Like it just would all hit me. And it's not like too far back too neither. Like, like it's not like, well, like when I was like a kid, like what you're mentioning, like it was probably like more than like 3 years ago that I'm feeling certain things about just, now. But I appreciate it because I'm like, dang, bro, like I was alive. You feel me? It makes me feel alive, but like I don't know, like I do want to explore it more, but this is the first time I really felt like seasonal. I guess you call it depression, but like I can't even call it depression because I guess I was depressed, but like just how a season affected my emotions, like how a season and the outside air and the feeling of the outside, like that's the first time it really like hit me and made me like a bunch of stuff started really flooding towards me, and I like was aware of it, that I was feeling things from my past in these moments because how the air felt outside.
All right. Yeah, nah, I ain't never really. I think I started experiencing that shit more as an adult, just cause like yeah, niggas want being outside for real. But I don't think I really. I ain't. I'm not experiencing it this time around, which is interesting. But I fuck with that actually, cause I don't wanna.
You don't feel it outside, like you're not feeling
I'm not feeling depression.
anything.
Like I'm in a state like where I just recognize that I'm behind on shit. Let's just put the cards on the table. I'm behind on things that I should have been done with for real. So it's more so of a not necessarily a depression, but a self disappointment because I know I should be further right now, but and I know that I'm only not further because of me, because I ain't put the work in, because I ain't buckle down and do X, Y, Z and shit. So I feel like what I'm going through is more of just a lock in, like grind mode type of shit rather than depression.
Mm.
Because like I said, I was getting to the point where like I wanted to go out and I knew that like I just wanted to just have fun with my friends and just get my mind off of shit. But I couldn't let myself have fun. Like I was so stuck on trying to fucking work, get this shit done, get that shit done, get this done. It was like I'm losing myself in this shit. And it's like it gotta be fun to a
Mm.
degree. Like everything it ain't gonna be a fucking roller coaster. Nah, amusement park and no shit, but me and Kane said this shit on the pod last week, I think, or on the phone. I forgot, but we was talking about the same type of shit. Like, bro, like work. I know work is work, but this shit don't got to be depressing. Like, I'm not expecting fucking a jump house and a ball pit, but you know what I'm saying. I'm at least trying to stay sane in the middle of this shit, in the midst of this.
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned it too. Like I felt both those things as well on top of this other stuff that I was feeling, that I just mentioned. Like I felt like especially today, what you're speaking on right now, like it just all really hit me like, dang, bro, like why am I like stopping myself from like doing certain things? Like at this point, like there's certain things that I realize have kind of like passed, and I just like really let pass. Like it just really hit me, and I'm just like, well, all these things that could have already been done. Why am I just lollygagging? Like why am I just like
Like I'm
not
bored.
actually doing them? Like it's not that these things are hard. Like I'm very aware that these things exist. Why am I like pushing them off? Like, and that's kind of like where I've been at today, especially because I just recognize the patterns that I'm like, wait, there's so much time that just passed where I didn't do a lot of stuff. What's going on? Like, this could have been done. So like, it's hitting me in that sense, and I'm like, bro, what? And then as far as what you're saying about just working, having fun and stuff, like, bro, like I get so depressed when I go to my job. Like that's one thing that's really I feel like affecting me as well. Like it's just like, bro, why am I here? Like, and like people around me, like my sister or my friends, will tell me all the time, like, you can choose to go do something else. I mean, yes, like me personally, I don't have transportation at the moment, so it's like not much I could do. But at the same time, I'm not trying to keep limiting myself. But at the same time, it's like for me, the way I'm looking at it is, why would I put extra effort to go do something else that I don't want to do? Like, it just does not make sense to me. Like, so if I take a Uber, now I'm spending more on Ubers to go do something else far away just to make more money, but like something that I don't really want to do. Something that in my mind, the way I think is like it doesn't have a purpose. Like there's no purpose to it aside from just making money. And there's a ton of opportunities that I have already to make money. So why would I go do something else that I don't want to do, like just to make money? Like it like irks my soul because that's not how I was like brought up. Like that's not how I was like that's not how I was raised. So like that's just a trait that I just picked up over time because it was like, oh, I want money. This is the easiest way to do it. Just get a crap job that I don't like. But like, I don't know, like, man, my soul just I always feel like a piece of my soul just dies. And like I like brush it off, like, and I'm like, whatever, let's just go get the money. But it just I'm kind of getting it's starting to not be enough for me. And I'm trying to think of things that are now going to progress me in things that fulfill me, like actually like fulfill me, even if it takes a little time. Like, please, I just need to do something that makes me feel good. Like,
Thanks.
not something that feels like soul crushing work every time that I go do it. Like, and so like I have to. I know what that is too. It's just I kind of have to build to certain things in order to get there, or other opportunities. Like a lot of stuff is like for me, it's gonna take like 6 months to a year for me to get into certain things that I'm trying to get into. But even then, like, you know, but yeah, as far as just a regular everyday 9 to 5, like, bro, like that junk depresses me. I don't like it.
Hold on. Before I say what I'm about to say, I'm about to take a drink. R.I.P. motherfucking Liam Payne, cause that was crazy.
Who's Liam Payne?
He one of the motherfucking singers from One Direction. Cuz had got
Damn.
drunk. I'm drinking, it's crazy as fuck, right? But he got he got drunk and fell off a motherfucking hotel balcony or some shit. I don't know if he got
Dang,
pushed,
bro,
or he was
Liam.
just over whooping and fell off that motherfucker, but shit, R.I.P.
Yeah, that's sad, bro.
That's sad as fuck, dog.
Looking at it right now.
What I was gonna say was
Damn.
man, real shit when it comes to this job, bro. That's why I ain't wanna when motherfuckers say like shit like, oh, you can leave your job, but it's like, nigga, it's not about the job. Like, I don't like none of this shit. Like, it don't matter if I was driving a fucking truck and I'm moving boxes, nigga. I don't want to be doing this shit all fucking day. So what you got to do for real is steer that boat the best way you can and find your pleasures in between with that shit. But mainly, when I say save money, like you probably obviously got a little savings and shit, but make your savings like your goal. Like when you fuck around, start putting little dollars in there every few weeks, every few months and shit like that, and you start seeing that motherfucker accumulate, that shit, that's when it don't feel pointless no more. Cause it feel pointless as a motherfucker going to work every goddamn day. I'm paying for lifts, paying for food, paying bills and shit. It's like you never get a return on your investment. It's all getting thrown the fuck away. So it's like when you get to a point where you can save, whether it's $10 here, $25, $100, whatever the fuck, just save whatever the fuck you can and put that towards extracurricular shit, put that towards investments, put that towards anything other than that fucking 9 to 5. That shit can be for motherfucking weed all out here. Like just because it really do get to like a pointless ass loop of like, all right, cool. I'm at work, paid bills, work, paid bills. It's like, all right, what's the catalyst? What's the catch to this shit? When is going when the level up happen? You know what I'm saying? It's like is you gotta understand that the 9 to 5s really is just meant to they stepping stones. They meant to get you to other places. They is never meant for you to be there more than like a year or some shit. You gotta get in that motherfucker, make that bitch work for you, save your ducats, put them bitches away, and when it's time to bust that move, you got your change and shit for it. You know what I mean? Cause that shit kept fucking me up, nigga. Like being in these jobs and shit. Like it really do feel pointless. It's like I got a little bit of cash here and shit, but it's like I gotta keep that just so I can buy food the next fucking week. get gas in the car, get back and forth to work, buy this, buy that. It's like shit, niggas just saving that money, bro. It's going even if it's a fucking $2 a week, my brother. That shit makes a very big difference when you look at that shit and you can because then it feel like there was work put in. Then it feel like, all right, yeah, this shit went off for nothing. This went off for nothing. I actually got something to show after the fact. This shit is a recipe for fucking disaster. Not having the shit to show for your work.
No, I definitely agree. Cause I definitely agree. Cause then it just feels like a monotonous loop, and it's like, bro, like, yeah, bro. But like, you know, you say all these things, like you come from a place of like financial like perspective. Like, so I'm questioning, like, do you feel like you have an actual like plan for you to find your financial freedom? Are you still searching for it right now? Or like, and do you feel like you're taking the steps in which will actually get you out of a mean or like provide the means that you need and get you out of the means that you need to get to this plan that or idea that you have is gonna bring you up, like accumulate your wealth for you? Do you think that that's where you're at right now, or like where would you feel like you stand as far as like your larger, the bigger picture of saving?
The best way I can explain it, I just got to a point of deep understanding. Cause I was the same fucking way. I was like, I can just go to this little job, make my little 400-500 a week, and I had the mentality that it's just gonna come with time. Like, like if you work in a job and shit, you don't know everything the day of, but 6 months down the line, you can run that fucking stuff by yourself. So it's like when it came to life lessons and money and shit like that, I was under the impression that I was gonna have a teacher in front of me with a fucking whiteboard for 180 days telling me XYZ is gonna be on the test, and then eventually I just get it. It was a very rude awakening, understanding that all this shit was gonna be had to be learned by myself. You know what I mean? So once I got to that point of understanding that money is a tool, which I've always kind of known, but I've only understood that shit. I never understood that shit. Now that I understand that, now that it resonates with me, I can overstand it. Meaning I can put my knowledge to action. I can now use what I've learned in real life scenarios and shit. So I've always kind of had a plan or just a general outline of what I wanted to do in life, but I never really saw how it would come to fruition. I just always knew it was going to be something creative. I knew it was going to be something with music or YouTube or fucking clothes. Like I just knew whatever the fuck I was going to do, it was going to be me creating my way pretty much. That was going to be my shit. But now that I understand how the industry works, how money works, how this small part of my life is working, now my plan, I'll let you know my plan. Honestly, my plan now is to get another damn job. And I don't care how long that shit take. I'm stacking $1,000 in a savings account some fucking where. That's my very first stepping stone is to have one account with $1,000 in it. After that shit, I'm trying to grow that, but my ultimate goal is I already have multiple bank accounts and shit. Excuse me. But I would like to I want to have like $5,000 across like 3 or 4 different accounts. I don't want to put all my eggs into one basket no more. Because I feel like that's another one of my issues I've been having with the money shit is keeping my money all in one place. Like it's good to have different accounts for different shit. Like I'm probably gonna start me another debit card account just for like certain bills. And I'm gonna put the money in for those bills and shit, but it's just good to don't you hate when you got your bills probably all scattered and shit, but you don't probably had that 1 or 2 times where every single bill hit on the same fucking day. And it's just like, damn, like
Oh yeah, bro.
that
I hate
that's the
that so
most
much.
detrimental fucking feeling in the world. Cause it's like I
Yeah.
knew all these bills was a thing, but shit, nigga, y'all took 300 clean from a nigga just now. Like,
Right.
so I want to minimize that shock factor because it's still gonna happen, but I just
Yeah.
don't want to see that's very it's damning to the brain. I don't even know why, but it just is. So, but even if that wasn't the fact, it's just good to know that I got money in different buckets and shit. So I'm not just bleeding one. So like even if I fuck around and did bleed one, that's not the plan. But if I did bleed one, it's like, all right, cool. Now I can go pull from this one because all my money went just in one spot. You know, I was just using that one mainly, but now that one's low, I got reserves and I got multiple reserves, not just one or two. Two is minimum. I ain't gonna lie, that's minimum. Need at least 3 accounts of check-ins and 2 savings. That's minimum. Because the way life is, the way they playing us, nigga, we got to be ahead of what the fuck they trying to do to us. But I was like, get $1,000 in the savings account, then get multiple. I already got like 3 accounts of shit now, so I'm in the phase of delegating my money to different accounts and shit like that. Like I got like 2 savings for me, I got 2 for my son, and then my check. I got 5 accounts right now, dead ass. So it's like I'm just in the process of doing shit, putting money there, putting a little here, putting a little there, just to keep the flow and shit going or whatever. And then after that, it's really just this is where it kind of varies at whatever your dream and passion is, whatever you see yourself doing to get into a good financial situation. After you done made at least 3 accounts and you done saved all of them bitches with at least $1,000 in that motherfucker, now you got $3,000 for real. And you don't gotta just you can fuck around, put all of those together, consolidate them, and then put it into whatever you're trying to do. But it'd be better to just keep stacking that shit. Just keep stacking to that's why I said it kind of varies. Cause for me, I know I'm trying to have at least in grand total $10,000 across all these accounts. So at least 2 bands in each. I think that's what that is. 5 accounts, 2,000. That's 10. Oh, nah, am I tweaking? That's way more. 2,000 times 5. Oh, 10,000. I'm tweaking. 10,000. So yeah, I'm trying to have at least all these accounts with $2,000 in them at minimum. And I say have multiple accounts because okay, that's $10,000 altogether, right?
Mm-hmm.
I can I would keep stacking just a little bit just so I can probably get like 11, like 12, 13,000, shit like that, because I'm about to put that 10,000 into business use. I'm about to do that's just my number personally. I'm about to do what I need to do with that 10,000 and I'm finna work that shit. But if your number happened to be 500, shit, get that 500 out there. But that's whenever you get your number of what you trying to explain that different. Whenever you get to the amount of money that you're trying to reach to jumpstart your business, that's when you start trying to do that shit. But the thing is, these are steps and shit, but these is long ass steps. Nobody tell you that's another pill that's been kind of hard to swallow. Nobody tells you these are long ass steps. These is at least 5-year plans. Dead homies. Like this ain't niggas be the streaming shit. I ain't gonna lie. This is really like my lottery ticket. Like this is really just a gamble. Like shit, we could break off on this shit and start being super famous ass niggas. This is my gamble. So this always could happen. But like I'm not banking on this shit to happen. I'd be a fool to do that shit just because I know, not because I'm doubting myself, but because I know that this could definitely not be solely my shit. But what the hell? Oh, my damn window was open. I'm like, why the fuck am I hearing like people talking? Shit. What was I just saying?
You were saying that you don't feel like YouTube is a gamble or your podcast is a gamble,
Oh
and
yeah.
like you're not making.
Like, yeah, that's my gamble. Like I ain't really worried about that popping off. I'm more so worried about just doing other guaranteed business ideas that's gonna like make some money. Probably not like immediately, but shit, they more lucrative than this shit. But
Not
in so many words, that's my plan.
yeah, you made a lot of good points. Shoot, I'm even taking notes. Like,
Thank you.
because not because you gotta. I mean, it's very good insight. Like, things that I don't really think of like that. Like, you know, but yeah, I mean, like these things are important. Okay, so what I was gonna ask was like, you've already started filling up these accounts that you're talking about, right?
Yeah, they ain't like full, but they making their way downtown.
Have you like considered something that would yield you like more return on your investment of savings, like would yield you better like results from actually saving your money, like aside from a savings account?
Getting a credit card
But that's different though. Like, well, what do you mean by that?
because when it comes to a credit card, you don't really gotta do too much with that one. Like that's a easy way to technically save a couple $100 potentially a month, depending on how you use it. Because like you could do what my plan is with me and how I'm just doing shit with my own bank account, my credit card, because I got like $1,000 limit, right? So um good.
Yeah, I left her cake open by accident.
Oh. But nah, oh, I thought I said trip. But yeah, just well how my account is because I got a substantial amount of money that's not in there right now. What I've been trying to do with that is let's say I got $500, right? I'm gonna put all that 500 into there. Like I'm gonna bleed my whole uh debit card shit, put that 500 on there because I'm not really losing money. That's the thing I had to like keep reminding myself. Paying my credit card bill is not losing money. Paying my credit card bill is me gaining or just moving money for real. Because whatever amount you paying, that's unless if you don't use your card, I don't think your bill really does shit. Or if it does, it's only like a couple dollars and shit if you pay the minimum. Um, but no, it's your credit card bill is really much based off of what you pay, like how much you use the motherfucker. So like if you don't use it, I don't think you even get billed. Don't quote me on that, but I don't think you would. So but like if you got a $1,000 card, and you spend it on gas, or you spend it on Ubers or some shit like that. Let's say you spend $180 for an Uber every fucking week, so $20 for an Uber every week. You know, that's money that could be going out of your bank account. I mean, your credit card. And granted, you have to pay the money back and shit, but you can at least do a little bit better when it comes to saving some shit on the side because that money isn't coming directly out of your main stream of income. It's coming from a side source. So it's just if you play your ducats the right way, you can make that work for real. You can save a little extra or just save in general.
Yeah, I definitely get where you're coming from when you say that. I mean, when I say like you're like a return, I mean like some like an investment vehicle. Like, so you're only focused right now on your credit and you're focused on just your savings period. But are you like considering things that are better options for savings that will yield you more like income or like yield you more return for your savings? Because like, for example, like savings accounts, they like give you money for having a savings account and putting money in there. They give you like a certain amount in return. but have you looked at like other options that would provide like more of a percentage of your money that you're saving, and then better options for you actually saving that money? Because there's other options out there to save your money in that are way better than like regular savings accounts from the banks that are also like something. They're way better options that give you more options. Like there's just one option called an IUL, like, and this is an IUL policy, which is like an insurance policy, but it's essentially a savings account where you're essentially like your own bank.
Yeah.
Like, so what it is you'll put money in like you would like your regular savings account, and what they would do, what the policy does is it matches you on how much you accumulate within your actual like savings. So say you put $50 in, and like let's just say half of that goes to your actual savings. Like, I have to learn more about it because I don't really understand it, but it was something that I've been looking at. But they match you on that 25. So every time you're like putting money into the savings, they're matching you on it. And what you can do is you can like pull money out as like a loan, but you still have that money in that savings account.
Yeah.
So like say you pull 25 out and you only have 25 in there in total, you pull it out as like a loan and you still have 25 in and you just pull 25 out. So technically you got $50 there, but you only put 25 in there.
Yeah.
And then what happens is the policy actually utilizes your death penalty as collateral. So say you don't pay it back for the rest of your life. When you pass away, now obviously you'll have to like keep funding that account, like because it's an insurance policy at the end of the day. You would have to keep funding that, like, which you're something that you're already doing by having savings accounts. You'd have to just keep funding it and keep putting money in, like you would with a regular savings account. And like when you pass away, that would kind of like what you get when you pass away. So say you have like a $50,000 account, insurance policy. And when you pass away, you know that when you die, you'll get that $50,000, or whoever your beneficiary is will get that $50,000, even if you've been paying for a month, or if you've been paying for a year, or if you've been paying for 30 years, they're going to get that $50,000. If you pass away and you do not pay that $25 back that I was just telling you about, they'll just take it out of the $50,000 that they were going to give your beneficiary. So now they just have $25 less in their death benefit. But the thing is, it's a savings account. So you can pull money out at any time. But the thing is, your money also grows when you put it in this account.
Yeah.
Like say it could grow 5% annually. So whatever 5%, say at the end of the year you put like $1,000 in, it would grow. That $5,000 would grow like 5%, as opposed to like a savings account where I don't know the numbers that it grows. So whatever 5% of like 1,000 is, if you have $1,000 in that savings account by the end of the year, you just had like 5% added onto it. Sometimes it's less, sometimes it's more. It just depends on like, it also does it like based on like the market, the S&P 500 or whatever market you're using it on. It's like an investment pretty much, but it's like a savings account as well. I have to learn how to explain it a lot better. But like, to me, in my opinion, and it's something that I'm like, now that you mention all this savings, like now that you mention all this like saving stuff, it just came to my mind. I'm like, bro, this is like I would do something like that before I would do like a savings account. I just don't understand all the like stipulations and everything that come with it. Like, I understand the basis gist of it, but from what I've learned from people who like educated me, and then what I've learned from just my research, it's better than just putting your money in a bank account. Like, but I have to go back and like do my research on it again to really understand what it's about. But I was asking if you had looked at anything like that yet, that something that could help grow your money as well, because you have like that good basis and that mindset, and now you're just kind of like putting the work in. I see, like you're just putting the efforts in to actually like build that, which is which is good. Something I got to start doing. But I see where you're at, and I'm like questioning. Okay, well, are you looking at stuff like that yet or not?
I ain't gonna lie, yeah, because I got really my mama did this shit for me a while ago. I got this shit called a high yield savings account with Capital One. As a matter of fact, let me see. Basically, what that is every so often, like just from oh shit, wrong account. Me having money with them and shit, and me having money in that account, me putting money in that account and shit. It um give me a couple cents and shit like that, like maybe every month, like as a I forgot what the word is. Damn, I'm a little crossfaded right now. What's it called? Interest or some shit like that, pretty much. So like, yeah, I got. Make sure they know information on this bitch. So like this one right here got like 300 in that motherfucker. But if you see, I get monthly interest and shit. So like every month it's backwards and shit, but it's like a dollar and some change, like $1.16, $1.30, $1.20 and shit like that. So it give me money and shit like every month and shit just for having the account. So I really ain't putting no money in this motherfucking account uh in a while. I ain't putting no money in this
Mm.
account since June 6th
Is
of like a
is
couple
there
years.
like a is there like a percentage that they give you back, or like how do they base that number? Like what do they base that number off of?
I'm gonna keep it a bean with you, cuz I don't even fucking know. I have no idea what it's based off of. I just know I used that money to go buy this Krabby Patty from Wendy's. But I don't know how they do it, to be honest with you. Goddamn.
Okay, so and it yo, it sounds like I'm about to sell you, but I'm really trying to sell myself for real because like I'm actually curious if this is actually something that like is really legit. So let's say like how much would you say that you put like in your savings account on that savings account right then and there?
Well, put it like this. I had 580 something dollars in there at first. Some bullshit
Mm.
with my car. I had to take some bread out. I took like 200 something out. So then it ended up being like 320 in there. So now it's like 340, and I ain't put a dime in there. It's really just been growing the whole time. So I don't know if I had more money in there, it probably would give me a higher um ARP like interest or whatever the fuck. Because
Yeah,
if I got 300 in that motherfucker right now and it's giving me like a dollar and change, it's giving me like I'm thinking less than 1% of fucking interest, maybe like point five or some shit, maybe a six. I don't know, maybe even lower than that. But that's just me talking. Mind you, this is really just me going off of the little bit of knowledge that I have. This is not shit I ain't looked at no books. I ain't watched no Bandman Kepo videos. Well, I watched a few of those, but this is very off of limited knowledge. But I don't really know what the number is based off of, though. From what I know, it
yeah,
would be like a at least point six or some shit like that. It's under because if I was getting at least 1%, I would get like at least if it's $300 in there, and I'm getting 1% interest, that's like $3, I think. So if I'm getting $1, like okay, that got to be like probably like a point three if I'm thinking for real, like a 0 point point
yeah.
zero three.
Yeah, so you're getting like if it's three. Wait, say that you said that last part one more time.
I said if I got $300 in this account, and if they're giving me 1% interest, I should be getting like $3 because 3% or 1% of 300 is three. If I'm good with my math.
Okay.
So if I'm getting less than
Yeah.
$3, then I think I'm probably getting like a point, like 3, maybe 4.
Now that's like 0.005.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying this shit, and I'm thinking what you just said, 0.0.
Yeah.
And yeah, exactly what is that 0.03, 0.04. That's what I meant to say.
Yeah. No, you're good. I had to think about it too. But
Hold on one second, my brother.
okay.
You got to experience this Krabby Patty with me one time, brother. This is a
Wait, that's what it's. Oh, is that from like Wendy's or something?
yeah.
And it's a legit Krabby Patty.
This is a triple patty with cheese, lettuce, tomato, onion, all seasoned in between. I forgot what he said.
So it's just like a plain cheeseburger.
Let's get cheeseburger. They got like a sauce on here. I ain't gonna lie, the sauce kind of good. Wow.
This your first time trying it?
This is my first time having this goddamn Krabby Patty. That's why the stream is labeled Liam Payne would have loved a Krabby Patty meal. I don't think he got to experience this. This is for cuz.
Wait, that's 3 burgers on there?
Yeah, buddy. You see that motherfucker? Nigga got 3 patties on that
Yeah, you loaded. You loaded.
Even if it's beef, put the biscuit on the patty.
Dang. Like you took 3 bites.
I ain't gonna lie.
Is it good?
Like no dick rides, and this is honestly one of the best burgers I've had from Wendy's. Like I've never really had good burgers from Wendy's before. And that bacon used to hit, but I don't know. I feel like it's the sauce probably, but this shit pretty good. I ain't gonna lie with you.
They all like? Does that burger automatically come with 3 patties on it, or you like?
I'm just a fat ass.
Oh, okay. So you just wanted a triple.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I had a dope stream plan. This is going good. I ain't gonna lie. I love this fucking conversation right now. I love this shit. But I had a dope stream plan, bro. I was gonna have Brian come on with Kane. We was gonna talk about the weekend and shit. Niggas was going. I got the damn Krabby Patty meal and I got the Consonant meal. Well, not the meal, but the chicken Big Mac. I was gonna try them on stream and shit. I'm like, damn, but motherfucking Brian ain't pick up the phone, so motherfuckers ain't pull up. Like, god damn it.
Talking about Brian, Hispanic Brian?
Yeah.
Oh shoot, they on they on the chat right now. They on the live.
Say swear,
They on the live channel right now.
Hey, tell them to pull up.
All right. Can you still hear me?
Hell yeah. You can dip.
Okay, I'm gonna join this real quick.
Yeah. Oh, it came with
I'm gonna join and I'm gonna leave.
Yeah, it came with a pineapple fucking frosty. This shit's actually pretty good. I'm not gonna lie with y'all. This was probably I give it a cool like 8. Cause it's like I don't know. It's like a vanilla. It's kind of creamy. Like it's not what I expected personally. Like it's not at all. It has like some little yellow syrup at the bottom. I can't see that shit in here.
He said probably not right now.
Ah, damn, bro.
Losers.
Fucking lame. But no, I was telling them about the damn pineapple frosty. This shit, it's good as fuck. Like I'm not gonna lie, like, because it's not like hella pineapple-y like you would think. Like it's not like a fucking smoothie or no shit. Like it's pause, nice, creamy. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't like crazy. Like I usually don't like fruit flavored ice cream except strawberry. But they did this like a strawberry ice cream, did it perfectly. I ain't gonna lie, this shit's really good.
It's a milkshake.
Pretty much shit. It's a Frosty.
Oh, okay, yeah, I might have to try that. Is it like how Chick-fil-A has the lemon ice?
They got lemon
The
ice.
lemon, not lemon ice. My bad. It's like where they mix lemonade and ice cream together, and they make like just lemon this lemon drink with it.
What the fuck when they do that?
Man, they've been doing that for a while.
Man, all I know about is goddamn Sunjoy and the tea, the Arnold Palmer John.
Oh no, you tripping? It's really good. Like I love it. They like get the lemonade, they put the lemonade and they'll like put it in like with ice cream and they'll like mix it up and it's like a lemon cream something. It's like really good, bro.
I don't know. I'm not really too fond of lemon and creamy shit. That's one. I don't know.
You said too fond of what?
Like lemon. I like lemon and lime flavored certain things, but like if you give me like a lemon meringue pie or a key lime pie, I'd hate that shit. I'd probably kick you in your. I'd grab a scooter and kick it and fuck your shin up with it.
Dang.
That's just I don't like them shits. I'm sorry. I don't like lemon pound cake. None of that. I don't like, but I love like lemon head. Like, cause to me, I ain't gonna front fruit flavor shit. In my opinion, depending on how you do it, that's a good ass pineapple shake. But most people wouldn't done that shit that good. I ain't gonna lie with you. So I prefer that shit to be like a smoothie. I want fruity shit to be like jawbreakers or damn sour candy, like mouthwater and shit. Like creamy shit is more like I don't know, it's different. It really only works with certain flavors, and a lot of fruits don't pair good with creamy shit, in my opinion. And I kind of count cakes as not creamy, but just I feel like it does the same thing to your brain that cake and ice cream have a similar feeling when you eat it. Like it's just, but it's I don't know how to explain it. It's relaxing. I don't even know what the fuck. I don't even know.
You say cake is relaxing?
It's like when you eat cake, it's just like I don't know, like a good ass chocolate cake, my brother. Like or a good ass German chocolate cake. Nigga, come on, bro. Like the motherfucker warm and shit, bro. It just do some smooth the lines in your brain out. Like it just do something to you.
I like cold cake. I ain't gonna lie, but like
Cold cake hit. I'm not gonna lie. It really
cold cake
do.
hits.
I love a fucking good ice cream cake.
Oh, I don't even mean ice cream. I just mean like a cake that been in the fridge. But I do like an ice cream cake as well.
No, I like it because it's kind of like it's not the same. It's actually ice cream on that bitch, but it kind of feel the same because the cake cold and the icing could basically be ice cream, depending on how what type of icing or how they made the cake. Some of that shit be fucking looking like a damn little Debbie's when them little Swiss rolls.
Boy, what? I eat a whole pack of them in one night.
But I've been holding this damn chicken Big Mac too damn long, bro.
But
this shit looks.
You had gotten everything that they did. You had gotten all the what's the names.
They got the motherfucking chicken Big Measy. Got now.
I ain't gonna lie, that is a long time coming. I don't know why they have not like thought to do that.
They should have bended this. I ain't gonna lie.
Until now.
They should have this. It's like when them niggas Burger King made the burger fry, whatever the fuck.
Man, what? And that's, if it's one thing I like from Burger King, or not Burger King, if it's one thing I like from McDonald's is they chicken sandwiches.
And this, I ain't gonna lie with you. Like, I'm obviously not getting paid for this shit. These two items is like that burger. It's like I've had 1 million damn burgers from fucking Wendy's, but that's not the same as a Dave's Double. It don't taste the same. It's just like it's a little bit different. I don't know if it's that sauce or whatever. And then with this, I ain't gonna lie. I'm really capping for stream. I already had this is my third one, nigga. Like,
oh wow,
I'm not
today.
Hell no.
I was like, dang.
Well, I'm not Phantom. I am not Phantom. Hell no. This is my third one, probably within a 7-day period. Not this particular week, but within a week span. This is like probably my third one. Because it just I ain't gonna lie, this is for the stream for real. So this is why this one's happening. But I'm giving it a bug. It's like something about the Big Mac sauce with the McChicken. It just hit. It's obviously a fucking McChicken. But what if they would have did the crispy chicken one?
You said what?
You ever had the that real chicken sandwich from McDonald's, the real crispy one? Bruh, oh my god. That one's like they little fake Chick-fil-A sandwich for real. If they would have put imagine like a two Chick-fil-A patties on a bun.
Chick-fil-A patties on a Big Mac.
Three
That'd be.
three pieces of
I don't
bread
know.
between.
I love Chick-fil-A chicken sandwiches. Like, I don't know. If Chick-fil-A were the ones to make it, like if they made it like, how you said, they got the knockoff Chick-fil-A sandwich at McDonald's. If Chick-fil-A had the knockoff like that, I would probably prefer it from Chick-fil-A than McDonald's because I prefer Chick-fil-A chicken sandwiches before McDonald's chicken sandwiches.
I'm not for it, but I'm saying like
Yeah.
there's a lot of damn food, bro. But I was saying no, like not even necessarily Chick-fil-A, but just that style of chicken sandwich, like that just crispy ass filet. Cause
Well, I'm confused. Are you saying like a chicken sandwich, but from Chick-fil-A, but the Big Mac chicken sandwich?
no, not from Chick-fil-A. I'm just saying like how they have like I don't know. You would have to go to McDonald's to do the sandwich for it to see to get what I'm saying. Matter of fact, Google it.
Okay, where am I Googling?
McDonald's crispy chicken sandwich.
Mm-hmm. Oh, this looks pretty decent.
Right.
They got the sauce on it too, like Popeyes do.
Yeah. That's probably what I should have said. Popeye chicken sandwich.
Okay, I see. But this picture right here though does look like it's something out of you can't even really see it, but does look like it's something out of Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, like
So
just that style, like it's not the same as a McChicken, because a McChicken is like a chicken patty. Oh, that's what I should have said. It's a patty versus a fillet. That's exactly what the fuck I should have said right there.
chicken patty versus a fillet.
Yeah, that's pretty much what that difference is, I think. Well, unless I don't know. I only say patty because usually a patty is like circular. A fillet don't necessarily got to be a circle.
Yeah, no, I mean, and it's been a minute since I had a Popeyes chicken sandwich too, but like, I ain't gonna lie, Chick-fil-A all day. It's been a minute since I had a McDonald's like chicken sandwich too. Like, I ain't had one from them in a minute, so maybe I'll try the chicken sandwich sometime in the future, near future. But nah. But anyways, so I was running those numbers up. Okay, so look. Now say in a regular savings account like that one that you have, it's 350, and you said you probably get like 0.01% annually or just monthly. So I'm saying times 0.01. So that's like so say you have 350, you get 1% back. That's $3.5 now times 12. So that's about $42 annually. But you're saying you're getting like $1, ain't it?
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah, that's what I was doing. Huh? Yeah, that's what I was doing. 0.01 because it's 1%. And no, it was 0.1%.
Percent is times no, 1 0 is 10%. 1
Yeah. He said he gets like 1% back, so it's 0.01. 0.1%.
0.01.
0.1. 0.01.
Right.
No, this one is 0.01. That's 3.5. 3, yeah. That's 1/10 of a percentage. 10% of 350 would be 35.
Oh, like what?
No, this calculator's good at math. Let me see. So 3.5. So he's not even really getting like 350. So he's getting like 0.005 monthly.
Back in then, bitch, like I never left.
Yo, 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 yo.
The fuck we on?
You say you got like 350 in there right now?
Something like that, yeah.
And you're getting 1.75 about that monthly from it?
One like 16, 120.
So you're getting like
Getting fucked. I'm just like,
yeah, you're getting like 0.004 on your like return.
yeah.
Let me see. 50 times. That's 2%, or 50 times. That's 17 times 12. I mean, yeah, when I do the numbers, I mean, that's all right, bro. 0.004. So, like, I don't know. I was just kind of saying, like, there's other options out there that just yield you better returns for your investment. But I noticed you're just kind of in a space where you're just making it work. Excuse me, right now, for how it is. Not really, more so like investing or considering investing.
Yeah.
But I do kind of want to do more research on that thing I was telling you about. because I do like after you kind of like said what you just said, it makes it realistic for me. Like savings to me becomes a little bit more realistic. Like I don't like be saving like that. So like for me, it's not entirely realistic. But once you just kind of laid it out like that, you know, it just made it a little bit more understandable. Like think about it from a long term point of view and everything. So yeah, no, I was just curious to see if you like invest in stuff, if you're looking to invest, if that's also an option, or something that's just again just gonna yield you like profit for you actually having savings, like instead of it just being something that just keeps your money like however much you put in is however much you're pretty much gonna get back out.
Right.
Versus when you put something in, it's a guarantee you're gonna have more than what you put in than you take when you take it out.
Fuck, my bad. Oh,
Now I'm trying to get my thoughts together on it.
nah, bro. I was staring at this fucking light, nigga. I was lost.
That's all this stuff.
Yeah, damn. But yeah, I've been thinking about like putting money in like certain. That's what I was saying. Like wherever your goal is, it's like just whenever you get your amount of money, start investing that shit or start doing just whatever with it. But like those, I wanted to have certain amounts of money put into those accounts first. So like if I got an account with $2,000 in it and I decide to put that into like a stock portfolio or some shit, it's like I can either put the whole 2,000 in or I can dip and dab, mix it up and shit, put certain ones in certain, like have different stocks and shit or whatever. But just either way, I just wanted to have a good stepping stone before I made any expansive moves. I wanted to have
No, I
a
hear you.
foundation first.
I definitely hear you on that for sure. Um, but no, I respect that opinion. That's the area which I like lack at in life is like just finances. Like I don't take it serious. Like not that I don't take it serious. I just don't put effort in like as much as I probably really honestly need to. Like and really want to as well. Like that's why a lot of stuff don't get emotion from me because my finances are not where they need to be. What happened?
They done technically free Big Meech. He in the halfway house and shit now. Halfway house basically where you go before you get out of jail, pretty much. He be pretty much out. That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know much about no Big Meech. I don't know much about it.
I know more after watching the show.
Heard he was a big stepper though.
He got locked up. We was like, what, 4?
Since we were 4?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Damn, hold on, cuz. Has it been 20 years? When did he get locked up? Damn, what the fuck? Can't fucking spell. He got locked up in 2005. I guess 08. Yeah. No, since 08. Oh, I got locked up in 08. Oh no, I'm lying. 05. It was 05. He got sentenced in 08.
So he been in there for like almost 20 years. How old is he?
Goddamn forced him. I don't know. So
Dang. He still got life left.
I was just saying number. I don't know how old he is. That's Lil Meech. That ain't Big Meech. Big Meech a Taurus. God
Meech.
damn. Not Big Meech. Lil Meech a Taurus. Stop showing me this little ass nigga. Where the fuck his father at? Just because this nigga play his daddy don't make him his daddy. Yo, that'd piss me the fuck off if I looked up Ice Cube and I found his son. Why didn't we come up with a drug operation as kids? Stupid. That nigga 56. So that nigga was like 30.
He's 56 now?
Yeah. Well, he 55, but he finna turn 56 or 56 now. I ain't seen what his birthday was.
Damn, bro. That's his life, bro. He ain't got no life left. He went in when he was like 30 years old. Oh,
Right.
Terrible.
35, 36, something like that. 34.
Yeah, man. That's the time where you're supposed to be thriving.
He was thriving.
Boy,
Got locked up.
yeah, that's true.
Damn, that shit is crazy though. That's what I'm saying, bro. It's been an impactful week. So much shit's been happening this week.
I think.
Niggas done died. A boy fucking. That's what I wanted to talk about. There's a boy. I hope his ass alive. Hopefully he ain't died because he hit the fuck out that damn car. A boy in front of my house is it's a black car parked and shit or whatever. The kid was driving a little dirt bike back and forth up the down road and shit. And I don't know what the fuck happened. My grandma called me and shit. He'll have basically. So I got home. The boy driving the shit. I go in the house. My grandma come outside. Or she come to me like, "Boy, is that your damn car sounding like that? Like, why the fuck your shit so loud?" I'm like, nah, it's a dude on the fucking dirt bike and shit out there riding around and shit or whatever. She was like, oh, okay. So she go back in her room. I grab what I need, leave. I'm probably outside doing DoorDash for like 20 minutes. Her ass called me. And she was like, remember when I asked you if that was your car? It sounded like that and shit. I was like, yeah. She said, why this little boy done crashed smack dead into the back of this black car parked across the street. I was like, damn. And then I remember that we got cameras around the house and shit. So I watched that motherfucking shit. I was, man. He hit the fuck out that damn car, bro. And then I ain't gonna lie.
You watched it happen?
On camera, yeah. Man, I forgot about the shit when I got home. And when I seen the black car, if you've ever had like some Play-Doh and you stuck like a quarter or some shit in that motherfucker and pulled it out, that's how that shit looked.
Dang.
That boy he made a stupid dent in that motherfucking shit, bro. But I hope his ass all right, nigga. Pray for that boy.
Yeah, like when he hit it, like what did it look like when it was on camera?
It's kind of blurry and shit. From I can zoom in a little bit, and it's like kind of through the trees, kind of. But man, it damn like he almost flew off that motherfucker. I ain't trying to laugh, but man, my grandma said one of his shoes was in our yard. And in the car,
It's
though.
messed up, bro. That bro hit that car so hard, bro. That's crazy to have a shoe fly off. I wonder if they was tied or like, cause like, bro, that's like, bro, you gotta think, bro, like that's
Why the
yo shoe fly off, bro. Like,
nigga just ran into a fucking back of a parked car? Of course, some shit gonna fly off.
I'm not thinking your shoe gonna fly off though. So like,
I don't know, shit. Probably. I don't know.
nah, you hit that car hard, bro. Like, did his body fly too, or what happened? Like, did he just smack and just fall, or?
I would like go back and watch that shit. Nah, bro, it was fucking. It's like he hit the.
Don't traumatize yourself now.
Nah, it's like he hit the back of the car and like his body kind of flew up a little bit, but it's like he stayed on the bike though. He didn't like he almost flew off that motherfucker, but he stayed on that bitch and like. Man, I ain't gonna lie. I think his ass. It's weird because like when I was watching the video, it was like 3-4 days ago. I don't forgot what exactly I was seeing on that bitch at this fucking point. Because somehow when I got home and I'm looking at the car, it's a fucking tree branch that fell on the car. Mind you, it's a fucking sedan. It's not the tree branch at least a good 2-3 feet above 4 feet above the damn car. It ain't like that motherfucker was close enough for him to touch it. So I'm like, damn, what if he did actually fly the fuck off that shit and then just I really can't see it on the video? Because I'm
Wait,
like,
what was your question?
how the fuck did the tree branch get on the? It was a tree branch that's like she got one of those cars where you like walk with me here. It's not one of those car handles where you can pull from under and do like this. It's one of those ones you can put your hand over and pull out with. So it's a tree branch kind of stuck in that little pocket. So I'm like, if the tree is 4-5 feet above the damn car and shit, and he didn't fly the fuck off the motherfucker, how the hell the tree branch get on his damn car? And then how would also his shoe get across the fucking street? So he might have flew off that bitch. I'm not gonna lie. It might just be a bad because the way the video look, it don't let you like you can pan and move the camera. You can move the camera, but you can't pan the camera. So it's like this screen you got right here of like us on this shit. If you was to zoom this in, let's say you wanted to see something like right here, right? This shit. If you was to zoom this in, or no, matter of fact, not even that. More so up here. This is kind of like the view of what I was able to see. This is like the back of the car. So I definitely see his bike and his like lower half of his body a little bit, kind of. That's what I think I'm seeing. But like I said, it's kind of through like tree branches and shit. And from up here, this really ain't a lot of damn space. So if you was to zoom in on this shit and you see my hand, you can't see the tip of my fucking fingers. That's not gonna you zooming in ain't gonna make you see the tip of my fucking fingers at all. So it's like when I was zooming in, I could only see the bike and the bumper of the car and shit. I really couldn't see his body for real. But that's why I said I saw him kind of lift up. But from what I think I saw, it looked like he came back down, but I could be dead fucking wrong. And the evidence look like I'm dead wrong because I don't see how the shoe got over there.
Yeah, he had that. That's crazy, bro. I know that hurt.
Man.
Man, what, bro? I know that kid. He at the hospital right now. in pain, bro, on some serious pain meds. Like, bro, what?
Oh shit, that
That's
fucking
not
hurt.
okay. Bro, what?
Oh my god.
Yeah, man.
I wanted to
That
bring
boy
that up
was.
just to let you know. Not that this is a very fucked up thing, but bro, it could always be worse. It could always be fucking worse. That
That's the crazy part about it is worse than that, and that's like pretty bad to my standards. So it's like, I mean, for something to just happen on a regular day, that sucks. So like, yeah, for it to be able to be worse, I hear you. Like, it definitely could be a lot worse.
no, I mean like for like whatever we got going on, thinking of shit like that, like even though it
Oh,
was an
okay,
accident,
yeah.
it's like damn, just the thought of like having to be laid up in the fucking hospital for however fucking long, like that's it's like shit might be bad, but it ain't that. So shit, at least I'm grateful for health, grateful for being able to just not be in that position. Shit, I don't know, it's kind of morbid sometimes, but shit like that help me get through my shit sometimes. It's like it's just it's like I got some fucked up shit going on, but at the end of the day, I got 2 legs and 2 arms. All my shit work perfectly fine. I can see damn good. I can taste foods. All my senses are good. It's like we take little shit like that for granted when the worldly shit started taking over, and it's like little stuff like that kind of helped me remember that like yeah, bro, I'm still to a good standard, healthy. You know what I mean?
Mm,
Health is fucking wealth,
no,
brother.
health indeed is wealth.
As I pick up a chicken Big
Yeah,
Mac.
man. Yo, for real, bro. And like, bro, I be feeling the difference between like what fulfills me when I eat it and what I'm just eating for a craving.
Mm-hmm.
And my body be like, bro, really, bro? Like, I want it, but like, bro, not really, bro. Like, I really just want something better. So like, I can feel the split, and it just be annoying sometimes. That's why I like fasting though, because fasting makes me feel the split
I love
a lot
fasting.
better.
Wait, when you fast, how long you fast? Like when you got a certain time you eat?
Yeah, I don't eat until like the sun goes completely down.
Oh, you one of them.
But I think like that has something to do, and it's just a theory, but like I think that has something to do with just like when I get a craving or whenever like like me overdoing it when like I get the chance to, because like my body been deprived of what it wants so badly. So when it finally gets a chance to get it, it's like, oh, we gotta like, what's the word? There's a freaking word for it. I can't think of like, but
Purge.
we gotta huh?
Purge.
No, not urge, but like
No,
just
purge.
pretty much oh no, not purge. It's like we just gotta overdo it. We gotta overeat. Like there's a word that keeps slipping in. It starts with an E, I think. Overindulge. We gotta overindulge because we've been deprived of
Hell
it
yeah.
from this day. So I think that's where like my overindulgence like really hits and why it really hits. But like, I mean, but I also end up having a little bit more control to not do it. Like I could feel that I have a choice in between that overindulgence and me overindulging.
Yeah, I feel that for
And
sure.
that space between there, like a space where I'm like, all right, let's just keep doing nothing. Just gotta build that muscle, man.
Build that muscle memory, that mental memory for real shit.
Yeah.
I'm really bouncing from sandwich to burger. Grade A fat ass. But
Yo, Big Bag is wild, bruh.
chill
Like, Bro, like that's a wild like statement to call somebody that's low key worse than fat. Like
The craziest shit my homie said to me, dog. Cause I like thick women. I like BBWs. I like all that. I like women. Period. I don't give a fuck. Skinny, big. I like women. I don't care. But I said something about this girl, and I was like, bro, I think I was on Tinder or some shit. I was like, hey, bro, she fine as hell, ain't she? He was like, I don't know. She a little too high caloric for me.
damn.
What the fuck, nigga? I ain't never. He ain't even say caloric. I'm tweaking. He said she too high calorie for me. I was like, bro, what the fuck type of shit?
Bro, she too high blood pressure for my liking.
High calorie is fucking insane. I'm like, nigga, I'm still taking that ass down. What is you talking about?
You?
Two
Oh
thumbs.
snap! I didn't know you like it like that. My bad. See
I
me.
just
Sorry. I didn't
not
know
like
you.
okay, not like them super big ass women, bro. Not like no damn. Chill out now. I know oversized. Nah, it's like a limit, bro. It's like nah, it's certain girls. I would show somebody, but like it's on straight. That's hot as fuck. I'm gonna text it to you. I'm gonna text it to you.
Look, I ain't tripping. You right. You right. It's taking me a minute. Like I'm just not there. Like I've always had just a preconceived notion in my head that it was just never good. So it's, for me, I'm starting to appreciate who they are more and respect them a lot more because there's a point in time in my life where I just didn't care about them. Like,
What women or just like big women?
huh?
What big women or women in general?
Yeah, big woman, bro. Like, I'm not attracted to them still, but like, I'm glad that I have the maturity that I have to like respect them because, yeah, I wasn't going there like bigger people, especially bigger women.
It depends. It's definitely a fucking
I just don't know where that comes from.
what?
But I like them now. They're really cool.
What the actual fuck, Chuck? Nah, they cool, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That shit kind of started as a joke one time. Well, not even one time. It was just a joke at first. I was like, actually, nah. I found one big girl that like would it be for real? Some of these motherfuckers be fine as hell in the face. Like it was this one girl, I ain't gonna lie, like body wise, I'm keeping a buck. She was like, damn, but she was fine in the face though. I was like, shit, it's a double-edged sword, nigga. Like she
Double S is hilarious.
like I promise you on everything I love, she was a fucking 10, but she was just big as hell. Like, and everybody would say that. They're like, bro, like, nah, she really fine. She just like she one of them bigs to where it's like, okay, yeah, you gotta start losing some weight. It's like that. It's overdoing it or you over whooping. She was over whooping.
Bro. Bro, I love that term, bro. It's one of my favorite terms to use to throw people's head off.
They be like, huh? What are you
Like, over
talking about?
what?
Over what?
What'd you just say? Oh, what did you just say? Over whooping, bro. You all whoop.
Over whooping. I don't know what you talking about, brother.
Nah, I be seeing something though, and I be like, bro, what? Like, bro, what? But like, I don't know. I'm just learning to not like speak on what other people want, speak on people's lifestyles. You feel me? Like, just kind of observe their lifestyle. I'm not really trying to like, cause I do it with everybody, bro. I do it with everybody. Like, I'm quick to judge somebody's lifestyle and like tell them what they need to do to improve their lifestyle, but like, or improve on areas in their life. Like, I'm quick to tell somebody like, bro, just do this. You know, like I'm quick to do that, but I'm trying to learn how to like be more observant and not like be so quick to judge. But there's just some things that be like, I mean, everybody got their vices, bro. Some people vices is just food. To the point where it's like you ain't even trying to control the vice. And some people just really like it. Like they just really, really have I guess a deep, I can't even say appreciation, but they just really like food. So it's like, I don't know.
Yeah, I ain't gonna
But
lie.
that's one thing. Hygiene is a complete other thing.
Oh man, listen, brother. Listen. Niggas be trying to talk like big girls be stinking. Big girls know they big. Now you got your little dirty stanky motherfuckers and shit for sure. But man, when I tell you these women smell like cocoa butter and milk and cookies, nigga, like this shit is man. These big fluffy teddy bear brownie smelling motherfuckers is amazing. I don't care what nobody got to say about it. Nigga, I'm telling you, they smell like fucking the land of milk and honey, dog. Like you got to hug one of these women. Get you a black one. A nice high calorie black woman. She gonna smell like a motherfucking bakery, dog. Like I don't know what the fuck it is. They all smell like different bakery items. Sugar.
You ain't lying, bro. You ain't lying. You ain't lying. There was this one there at my job, and she's pretty like big. And like, but she be passing by and I'm like, bro, you smell so amazing. Like, what the heck? What do you have on? Like you smell like you smell like I don't even know. I don't remember what I said.
Not even in a sexual way, but I'm trying to eat you.
Try to consume every crevice of whatever that smell is.
Like I ain't gonna lie with you, bro. Like some couple years ago, I was fucking with this one girl that was a little bit big, bro. And man, we was smoking a blunt. And then we like went to her room and shit. We was like laid up, cuddling and shit. I was like, I was like, oh, hey, bro, what the fuck? This bitch smell good as hell. Like, I don't know what it was. She just smelled good to the motherfucker. Like, real, like, vanilla and fucking, I don't even know, bro. That shit was fire, though.
Yeah, man. I love beautiful smelling women, bro. One of the best things. One of the best things somebody could ever do for themselves.
That shit is amazing. Nah, because it'd be times where it's like certain motherfuckers just don't be knowing. How you not know you stink, bro? Like I be self-conscious about that shit, dog. Like I just know when I'm like, especially when like if other people can smell you, bro, I know you smell you. Like you got to.
Yeah, man. I smell my clothes. Like it'd be crazy because like I put my clothes in the dirty clothes like after one time of me wearing them. That's like how much I just don't want my clothes to stink. Like, nah, man. There be folks out here that just, and I ain't ran into too many too often lately. But
Ugh.
I can't stand some stinky smelling person, bro. Especially not no breath, stank breath. I can't do stank breath. Like,
bruh. I don't like no stanky motherfucker, but I don't know. Like pheromones is fire though. That shit fire.
yeah, I don't mind like a must. Like, what's pheromones? I like what's.
It's like that natural body scent that people give off.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
Like, there's a difference between like stank and like just a natural must, like that's coming from like something that's like natural.
No, that stank me crazy.
Well, what?
It's like, bro, hell nah. Shawty, like, you foul as a motherfucker thinking I'm about to fuck with you and you smell like that. Ain't no way you. I'm telling you, bro, it be real crazy that motherfucker be leaving the crib knowing they stink. Or girls be trying to do shit knowing they stink. It's like, bro, come on now. This is borderline disrespectful.
It is. Nah, but I don't mind like a natural must, bro. Like, me and Shotty doing something, nigga get love, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Get a little funky in there, man.
it just. I'm not tripping. Cause that's natural, bro. Like if I'm working out or doing and whatever, like
Close the door, you
I
let all
ain't
the
you
stank
really.
out, goddamn.
It's natural, so it's cool. Like I could tell you still take showers. I could tell you still wear deodorant. I could tell you still like eat fine. You eat okay. So it's like you drink your water, but like. Nah, some people like that. I think diet also like your diet
Man,
affects your breath.
if they
So
can.
like you can tell, and I think your diet, man, yeah.
I remember this one time. This is like a little tea in my story. I ain't gonna lie, but I was fucking with this girl that was trying to be vegan, and I wasn't on no vegan shit at the time. But she was like trying the shit out. So I think she was like talking about doing a detox, and then she was doing like a fruit and vegetable fast and shit. So she was on her fruit fast, and we went to go, do the do. I ain't gonna lie, that that was a great tasting woman. Like that, when I mean like literally taste good, like it was wild. I was like, bruh, nah, this isn't just like skin. This is actually like damn near a flavor in this motherfucker. Like, what the fuck? Like, that shit was wild. I was like, yeah,
Mm.
do that shit more often when I come over. Like, how the fuck?
That's how you know she eating good.
You eating fucking
But
beauty.
they always say that like about pineapples and stuff. So it's like it makes sense. But the fact that that's your diet and that's your consistent way of living,
Like,
yeah,
like all you eat is
I
fruit
can
and
imagine.
vegetables. Like, oh, you clean inside.
Yeah.
Nah, cause bro, I'm gonna keep it a whole stack with you. When I did have my when I first did my vegan shit for like probably like a good 2 weeks, bruh, everything was different. Like everything. Like TMI, whatever. But like, nigga, like when I went to go take a shit, it ain't like stank. Like it was just I keep it a buck. I ain't smell shit. Like I ain't smell nothing in that motherfucker a lot of times. Like everything, I could be in the gym, sweating my ass off, but it's like I don't stink. Like I'm sweating and shit, but like I'll probably lick my lips or some shit. Like the sweat that's coming off my body that's on my lip, it ain't even sweat. It ain't even like a salty taste. This shit's like fucking regular water. It's like the fuck, like everything just I don't even know. Like shit just don't. And I start understanding why it is like that because it's like, well, shit, we eating meat. This is really just decaying flesh in our body. If you was to leave, if I was to take this burger, this chicken, whether it's cooked or not, and leave that motherfucker out somewhere, it's gonna stank the fucking place up. So of course, it does say to your body.
Mold up, do all types of nasty stuff.
So what it's doing inside your body? And granted, it's breaking down, but it's like that ain't taking away what this is or how it's gonna break itself down. Like you could leave a banana peel, you could leave a banana itself out, and honestly, I want to see what would happen to it to be a whole buck with you. I don't know. I know ants would
It
eat.
gets nasty. it gets pretty nasty. Like, I used to, because bananas aren't even like a real fruit; they're man made. But like,
Thank you.
I I used to work at Smoothie King, and there'd be like trucks that would have brought the like bananas and stuff. But sometimes the bananas would be rotten. Now, sometimes this would happen because like fruit flies or whatever would get on it. But even at my house, like what will happen is like the banana, it like really starts to like get like rotten and like it'll like start sweating and like leaking some type of like fluid out of it. It'll stink. It'll start getting moldy and it will just smell really, really sour, and it just would be disgusting, And most fruits do that. Like most fruits still mold. Most fruits like avocados do the same thing. I want to say tomatoes do the same thing. Like what they'll do is they'll like liquefy and then like just start really stinking. A lot of fruits that I've had, at least, like broccoli has done that to me. It almost seems like every single fruit does that. But the thing is, like, meat to me and like other things are kind of different. I don't know. But like that's what will happen if fruit like rots. Like if you seen a banana, it'll just start to liquefy and it just really stink and get moldy.
But that's the thing. Since we know bananas a man-made fruit, like I feel like because what should happen is the fruit should dry the fuck up. Like assuming it's in the sun and shit like that. I'm not sure. Well, I feel like even still, yeah, because basically all the moisture and shit's out of it because it's not on whatever tree that it probably was on when it was or vine, whatever the fuck. So they should dehydrate, dry the fuck out, and turn to dust and pretty much go back into the damn ground. That's how compost and shit really work. So it's like meat don't do that. Meat rots, unnatural, or not even unnatural, because your bones and shit like that, those eventually gonna fuck around, turn to dust and shit like that after a long ass fucking time. Probably not even dust. They probably just gonna break the fuck up in different pieces and shit and see how fossils work. If that shit's even real. But yeah, like the vegetables and fruits and shit, like the process of them shits breaking down is just way different than meat. And it's like it makes sense when you think of just what it does when it break down, and then think of how it break down in your body. It's like, okay, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I mean, you just replenish it in your cells pretty much. And like your body gets recreated. Like that's why we tall and big and grown. Like your body just repurposes it and it just becomes you. You just become the piece of food that you eat. Like and because it like absorbs, like your body just absorbs it all. But like depending on what's in there, if it's good for our organs and liver and blood and like everything else, like that's another story. Because a lot of what I've heard, like meat and stuff that we eat, no, it's not good for you. From what I like continuously hear, um, like especially like processed meats and stuff from like the store, like just. I was talking to one guy about it the other week. He does like a lot of like research and stuff on it because you just go down a rabbit hole, and he's like, it's like majority like chemicals. Like it's not even like really meat by the time it gets to us. Like dang. And you know what's crazy, bro? For the first time, like ever, I had this one steak. Like, and I don't know where he got this steak from, bro. But when I tell you, it was the best tasting steak I'd ever ate. Like, and I didn't feel icky, huh?
It was like Wagyu beef,
bro. I couldn't even tell you. I don't even know. Like, it didn't even have like a label. Like, I don't know if he had gotten it from like a farm or what, or he might work somewhere where it gets it. I gotta talk to him about it. But like, it was like the best. It was like a huge thick chunk of steak, and it was like going bad, but the parts that weren't, I still cooked up. And when I tell you that was like the best tasting like steak I ever had, it was so good. But I don't know if it was like real meat. That's something I want to try. Is like something that's like as pure as it could possibly be. Just to see what it tastes like for real. Because I heard it's just better for you than the stuff. A lot of the stuff that we get at the store, from what I hear.
Yeah. I'm trying to damn. That's why I'm on that vegan shit. I'm trying to be is on that vegan shit. Cause like nigga, they fucking approved. This my last time eating meat right here. I did this shit for the stream. I ain't even trying to finish this shit for real. But after this shit, boy, I'm done. Take my ass back to goddamn fruits and motherfucking vegetables. This shit be fucking my damn head up, dog. I ain't gonna lie. This shit, I ain't gonna cap. Eating meat again sparked my depression.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Like I swear to God, as soon as I started fucking falling back into that little trap of eating this shit, like everything started going awry. And I'm like, because it's different from. It's like what you said when you was like, "Am I fucking lazy or am I depressed? Like, what the fuck going on?" Like, either way, I'm feeling a strong ass, overwhelming feeling of not wanting to do shit. And it's like, but why the fuck am I feeling that? Like, I ain't felt this way all damn week. I ain't felt this way all fucking year. And it's like, why the fuck am I feeling like that? And it's like, that's the only thing I could think of because everything else is pretty much the same. So I'm like, yeah, bro, take me like 2-3 weeks to get back on that fruit vegetable shit, but I'm finna be.
Yeah, it'd be a bunch of different things, man. I am convinced that it is the chemicals that are in like foods and stuff. Because, like, say sugar, for example, like if you're somebody that eats a lot of like sugary stuff, you're constantly spiking like these things in your body, and then you hit these massive drops, and like your body starts to crave it. So it's always wanting those highs because it's so low, and it's like you just feed it with that, and they're like that's like causing like that's really causing like mental illness chemically within your body.
Facts.
Like literally, and like your cell phone and stuff. Like I like just overusing your phone and just scrolling. Like I felt that a lot this past week, couple weeks. Like I'm feeling these things now. Like I've always felt them, but like I don't know, it's a little different now for some reason. I think because the more I do things that are more fulfilling to me, and I don't know, maybe because I'm getting older and I'm starting to realize a lot of stuff and how it makes me feel, and I'm actually becoming fully aware. Like I like even just with my phone, like when I'm just sitting there for like hours on end, just scrolling, I just feel like, oh my God, this is like, oh, I just feel my body feel so repressed. I just feel so repressed. And then not only do I feel repressed, I just feel like my body's doing all types of stuff, like with it just being stationary, that it's like that I'm supposed to be expressing, like anxious feelings, like cortisol from just sitting there watching all these like videos about people like getting in fights, adrenaline, like dopamine. I feel obviously because like there'd be like women and stuff, like, and like I just feel all of these feelings that just spike me up, and then like I get off my phone and I just like oh my God, like bro, like I just feel like I just dropped, and like nothing ends up fulfilling me the same, or nothing catches my like feeling the same, except for like when I'm working on things or reading, like those like feel like so much better for me because it's not just like that. So it's like I'm feeling these things a lot more lately, and I hate it. And I think these are things that are like really making me feel more depressed than I want to. Like these are the feelings that I would get when I smoke too much, Like I would literally walk. I literally walked outside yesterday, and I just felt the same things that I would feel when I would like. I was like, bro, I would think that I literally just smoked a blunt, like, or I would think that I literally just got out of a smoking habit. That's how yesterday's depression episode felt, and I think because I would smoke when I'd get depressed, like that was another reaction that I'd have when my body, like that was another way that I would react to my body, like dipping in its chemicals or whatever is smoking. And so like I remember the feeling very vividly when I would like stop smoking, and it would just be like I remember that I like know the feelings when I'm like severely depressed. Like I can feel it in my body, and it's like such a familiar feeling, and it's like the most lethargic, like brain dead, like just oh, it's the worst. It's one of the worst feelings. And like yesterday, yesterday when I finally got up to go on that walk, or no, this morning actually, this morning when I got up to go to work, I was like, after that whole day yesterday, I was like, bruh, like I literally remember feeling those days where I'd go like weeks of just like smoking and doing nothing, or like a whole week of just smoking and doing nothing, but like binge eating and like just being depressed, just being on my phone. Like I feel these effects like so deeply, and it's like I was just getting flashes. Like, bro, I just felt like I just came off of those times, but it was only one day. It was just in one day that I was feeling that, not a whole week. My bad.
I was coughing. You good?
Oh, okay. But yeah, now like all this stuff really is like your body chemistry just, and then the food, what it does to you, it's like, bro, like when I tell you we're just like walking chemistry projects, like
Some fucking science
like
experiments.
like literally, bro, like and like it gets to a point where like at our age, we've done a lot of damage to our bodies to the point for like our bodies are just so used to it. So like ripping out of those habits would take. We'll never be able to get our bodies back to like our body, in my opinion, are like damaged. Like they're just damaged. Like, and I assume the worst. So like they're just damaged, not as bad as it could be, but they're like severely damaged. And repairing them is gonna take an equal amount of time. But then on top of that, like they're just not going to be 100%. Those areas that are damaged, like I don't believe that they're ever going to be 100%. So it's like, even if like we stop the bleeding and we stop the like damage and we finally actually heal the wounds and the scar, just like a scar, like that, it never heals the same anymore. Like if you lose a pinky tip, you're not going to grow that pinky tip back. It's like stuck that way. Like it'll heal, but you'll lose the feeling in that. You'll lose that chunk of meat. Like it's gone. So that's how I feel, in my opinion, with our nervous system and our nerves as well. Like once we severely damage them, we're not gonna be able to like 100% heal them back. But we can stop the bleeding. Like it doesn't need to bleed anymore. Like it don't need to get worse. Like we just stop it. So, and that's like, right, like you can't even really pinpoint where a lot of stuff comes from, but we know, like, in my opinion, I think a lot of us know where a lot of our damage comes from, and we just don't know how to repair it entirely. We don't know how to repair the damage because, one, we don't know entirely what the damage that we have internally. We just know like the symptoms that we feel, but we don't know specifically what's wrong with us, and then what we need to do to like start the recovery process. But stuff like veganism and stuff like that, in my opinion, it's a good start, at least to one of the biggest things, which is our food consumption and how we eat.
I mean, yeah, that's the phrase is your kitchen should be your hospital. Meaning the shit you eat should be helping you, not hurting you. And
I gotta write that down. Kitchen should be your hospital. That's like, in my opinion, that's pretty powerful.
And that's why I gotta disagree with you with the whole not being able to be healed shit. Cause shit, my cousin, he used to have And this is in the past just 2 3 years. He used to have like I think bone cancer, and I'm not sure what he did, but I think he had like some holistic doctor and shit fucking with him. And they do like herbs and all that type of little shit, and shit he clean now. He ain't got that shit no more. So like he got it. It's definitely something to being healed, but it's like that's why I don't want to fuck with the rule of like that whole 80/20 or 90/10 like moderation rule and shit because that's the killer. The killer is your very first cigarette, your very first pack of cigarettes ain't gonna kill you. Like I ain't gonna lie, I smoked probably 3 4 cigarettes my entire life. Them ain't gonna give me lung cancer. What's gonna give me lung cancer is doing even if I was to smoke 1 cigarette every day, just one. That's what's gonna do it to you. It's the accumulation. You ever smoked out of a bong?
Yeah, a few times.
If you've ever owned a bong, you would know that you got to keep that shit clean regularly, especially if you're using it regularly, because the first 3 or 4 times you use it, the water just gonna turn brown. It's a little light brown, a little light brown in that motherfucker. About 10 times, shit gonna start having little pieces of sediment in it and shit like that. The downstem gonna be a little dirty looking. The bowl itself gonna be a little black. Probably gonna be crazy though. Might have like a few little pieces of that sticky ass black tar weed in that bitch or whatever.
Stains and stuff.
Yeah, yeah. But you leave that motherfucker unclean. Just keep on hitting that shit. Keep on hitting that shit. After a while, that shit gonna turn black than the motherfucker. And it's gonna be a hard job to clean, but it ain't gonna be impossible to clean. Some things are definitely like, yeah, if you wait too long, your ass just you waited too long. You had time to get your shit fixed, but you just ain't utilized that time. But I feel like not everything, like you said, like you get your fucking hand some shit chopped off, nigga. That's just that. Unless I don't know, unless being a fucking vegan mean you get some super damn healing powers or some shit at the end of it. I don't fucking know. But yeah, as far as I know, nigga, that's just gone. But at least eternally, as far as what your body got going on, I want to say your lymphatic system, but I don't think that's the right damn system I'm thinking of. But either way, just I think that's because everything that fruits and vegetables are is what everybody try to put in a pill. It's like I think we said that shit one time on stream a while ago, but motherfuckers have gotten too comfortable with convenience. Like instead of going to eat fruits and vegetables and shit, motherfuckers want to just take a pill that got supposedly all the components of the fruits and vegetables. Niggas want vitamin C capsules instead of eating drinking orange juice. Niggas want these fucking potassium capsules and shit and just don't eat real bananas. Niggas want antioxidants and shit, but niggas want electrolytes and don't fucking drink coconut water. It's like it's like there's very simple ways to do what the fuck we trying to do, honestly. And the one thing I don't like when people be trying to say that like, oh, fruits and vegetables cost too fucking much. It's like if we being honest, bro, I literally be buying fruits and vegetables, nigga. It's about the fucking same. Like it's literally about the
That's the
fucking
snacks and stuff that you get.
yeah, it's the snacks and shit. It's like all that extra shit is like, and I really don't snack like that to be honest. Like I really don't. Like I eat a few fucking times a day and I'll be perfectly fine. But more than anything, I be energized. Like I be like just not lethargic. Like I fuck up a whole fruit salad or some shit and like I'll be full. I'll definitely be like, all right, I need to goddamn stop eating. But I don't be wanting to go to sleep. I may not want to hop up and do a motherfucking marathon, but shit, I got enough. I'm electrified. Like fruits are literal electricity. That's literal. That's the fuel that you supposed to be fucking eating and shit. Like if you know anything about cars, I don't care how little amount of diesel you put into a regular car, you wouldn't do that. You wouldn't put a drop of fucking diesel in a car that doesn't require diesel. Same way you wouldn't put a drop of regular gasoline in a car that does require diesel. It's like you wouldn't. That'll fuck up the entire damn thing. But if gasoline and diesel was ran off of a more moderation type policy, we would see the same type of shit. Because then that would mean you could fuck up. Because put it like this: if you was to take your mama's car right now and go put diesel in that shit, if you was to even put just 2 to 3 drops in that motherfucker, the car would damn near instantly fucking break the fuck down. Like, no question asked. I don't even think you would be able to fill that shit up before it damn near blow the fuck up on you or some shit, like real life. Like the engine would damn near immediately lock the fuck up. But if it was more so now put it like this: if smoking a cigarette gave you immediate cancer, I guarantee you no one will fucking do it. If these people trying to say that eating meats and shit like that through all the mucus causes cancer or whatever fuck, let's say that that's true. If eating a piece of chicken gave you immediate fucking cancer, I guarantee you no one will eat that shit. It's kind of the similar thing when no one drinks bleach. We drink the fuck. It's the same fucking reason nobody drink plain rubbing alcohol. Drink the fuck out of some damn wine and some alcohol and some Henny, Reposado and shit, but you wouldn't drink because it's diluted alcohol. It's not that 90 fucking % shit. These things that we have don't yield immediate consequences. These are all long-term effects. You drink enough, you could down a whole bottle of wine in one night. I've done it. You're not gonna get alcohol poisoning. You might throw the fuck up, but you're not gonna immediately get alcohol poisoning. Even if it's probably your first damn bottle, you definitely gonna throw the fuck up. Your body definitely gonna be like, yeah, don't do that shit no more. But it's gonna take a lot to get you to that point. It takes motherfuckers years and packs and packs and packs of cigarettes to finally get that damn lung cancer, or to at least get diagnosed with it or some shit. I don't know. But like, if everything was not in that bracket of moderation, I feel like a lot of shit wouldn't really be happening because it would have immediate consequences rather than down the line. It's like consequences on credit.
Yeah. No, I agree. It's a lot of accumulation and stuff, and just it building in your body. And like, that's the thing when you like fast and stuff and like remove those things from your body, you can feel like, I feel like you can feel. I just think that's a good eliminator, like to just eliminate it. And then like drinking water and stuff. Now, clearly, you're still gonna have like your like cravings and stuff, but I think those cravings is just showing you like that accumulation, which you've accumulated up in so long in your body, and it's so hard to knock it because like it's all your body knows. So your body's like, oh, we need this to survive, and it's just like, bruh, no, you don't. What you need is like something that you're getting from there, though, like meat, like your protein and stuff like that. And so if you like strip it back down to the basics of what your body really needs, then that's going to be a good way to help rebuild those things. But like you said, like some people are trying to take like pills and stuff and like, but still turn around and eat a burger. But like, they don't realize that it's just like, it's what you're doing when you're just taking the pills. Like it's one thing to like, it's one thing to take a pill, but it's another thing to like eat the actual substance in which it comes from. Like the substance is everything that your body needs because one is like natural. So like you're building your body to be natural. Like, but like when you take like a pill or something, you're not really building your body. Like imagine if I ate nothing. Okay, let's imagine if the potassium that I ate was, I mean, and say bananas are good for you, but like imagine if I eat nothing but bananas versus if I take potassium pills, but I like drink banana, like I'm trying to think of like what an example would be, like eat banana cake, banana bread.
Right.
Like I eat banana bread, but then I take pills. like potassium pills, versus if I were to just eat bananas, raw bananas. Like the person who's just eating raw bananas is gonna have a more natural body because you're taking the potassium pills, yeah, but you're also taking in whatever it took for you to make the banana bread. So like the starch, the sugar, sometimes nuts, which isn't that bad, yeast, and whatever else. Like, and I don't know if these things are good for your body, but I'm just like, these are things that you have to take into account that you're putting into your body that you're building up accumulation with. Versus if I just eat straight banana, which is just it's good. So it's like it's the raw source versus like a like placebo almost, like to make you think that it is, but it's not really because there's also other things that's going on in the background that you're not considering that's going on in your body. So it's like that's why I do like respect like an all natural, all raw diet and stuff like that. Like, you know, like that's why I do respect you getting it straight from the source. Like I was just watching a video yesterday on depression, like, and I was looking up like herbs that help with it. And truth be told, like I'd rather take the herb than the actual pill. Because like, and I forgot what she was saying about the like herb, but it has the same properties and same effects as the pill does, except like there's other stuff that come with it. I can't remember, but to me, I just would rather take the actual herb. I've always been under the impression that the herb actually is like something that helps repair rather than like just put a band-aid on it pretty much.
Right.
Like, but yeah, no, I mean, like, that was kind of side note, but I hear what you're saying about accumulation. Like, yeah, your body's just accumulating all of these things. And that's like what you said, the damage. Like, you've been alive for how long? 24 years? Think about how many times you didn't ate like bad things versus you actually eating things that were good for you.
Right.
I guarantee you probably ate a lot more bad than things that were actually like good for you if we actually put it on the scale. But it's like, you know, but that don't mean you can't reverse it because, like you said, it's not like you're putting things in your body that's just going to completely one-shot you. But over time, high blood pressure, diabetes, you know, kidney stones, like these are things that happen because of accumulation of us neglecting the fact that these things are like not good for us.
Right.
And it really does occur in a lot of people. And a lot of people, this is the thing that be pissing me off sometimes, is a lot of people be like I done heard my sister say this last week. I done heard many people say this, especially when COVID was around, but they were like, man, you even see healthy people catching it. So it has nothing to do with your health. Like, or like even healthy people still get, you know, these things that happen to them. That's true, but why are you using that as an excuse to like still destroy your body to the point where it's like you're more susceptible for these illnesses and diseases? Like you're more susceptible if you don't take care of your body. So if you can get it when you're taking care of your body just at a lesser chance, why not just take the lesser chance? Like there's, of course, like anomalies and like, of course things happen, but like I'm confused as to why people just like they use that as a reason to not like do better. Like I just it's confusing to me. They use that as a reason as to like why they shouldn't be healthy because they can still get diseases if they're healthy.
It's that helpless ass mindset. It's the mindset of ain't nothing gonna change no matter what.
Yeah.
Like, but that's it's stuff like that because I'm an experimentalist. I like trying new shit. I don't give a fuck. It's not even that I got trust issues. It's just more so I gotta see shit for myself sometimes, bro. Like I gotta learn shit the hard way a lot. I ain't even gonna lie, just because I gotta go through it myself and see the steps to really get the shit. I gotta understand it differently if I go through it. But it's like honestly, bro, eating certain shit and then taking certain supplements like sea moss and shit. That's probably the one. You ain't gotta get it as a supplement. You can get it as like a the actual like little gel and shit, or get real sea moss and make it yourself forever the fuck. Yeah. But I really don't get sick no more. Like right now, for example, I got like it's like I'm in that like beginning phase when you about to get sick. You know what I'm saying? Like when your nose kind of running and shit, throat start feeling a little weird, but it's like all that shit's kind of going away already just because of what I've been taking. And it's like I don't have a crazy mucus buildup like I probably used to and shit. So it's like when it do build up, it go away fast as fuck. Like I can tell you, literally yesterday I was coughing and shit, and I ain't gonna front. This look a little weird TMI shit, low key, but I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes when I'm like super sick and I cough a whole lot, I don't be trying to do this shit, but I cough so hard to the point I damn near fucking throw the hell up. But if I do actually throw up, that should be helping me sometimes. Like that should be getting whatever the fuck out, and then like within the next 20 minutes or so, like I'd be like, damn, my voice sound normal. Like my shit sound perfectly fine right now. I'm not coughing up nothing when I do cough and shit. That's kind of how I am now. These like real dry ass coughs, so I can kind of tell I'm pretty much I'm pretty much over this shit now. It's just the last stages of it, but it was this shit like that was like, okay, nah, there's no way in hell this muscle built ass motherfucker still get sick, still get cancer. It was like, okay, so having a fit body don't keep you immune to shit. You still can get whatever the fuck seemingly healthy. You know what I'm saying? I done seen all type of fucking diets and shit in my lifetime. I've yet to see a person be vegan either their whole life or even like 50, 60 years, nigga. I'm 20, shit. I couldn't see no shit like that, you know. But that's what I'm interested in looking at now, because like, all right, I done seen what happened when motherfuckers just try to cut out meat a little bit. Like y'all all end up having the same fucking issue. Maybe not as bad. Maybe you get to live a little bit longer than this person did, but it all come down to the same exact shit. Now this shit may end up the exact fucking same way, but I'm willing to see if it don't, because it's either the same shit or something different. So it's like, what I really got to lose?
Yeah, bro. Because I get that, like, bro. I done felt the effects on when I do it the other way, and it feels miraculous.
Like it feels so fucking good.
It feels really good, and I appreciate it. I appreciate it so much. So it's like I'm in search of things that are really fulfilling for me, like actually genuinely fulfilling, and like those are things that become fulfilling, like for me. So, I might as well just I want to live a fulfilled life, like so. I'm gonna keep doing that and enjoy it. I just have to get used to like other people not caring about that stuff,
Yeah.
especially ones around me. Like I just have to, you know, like, all right, well, it's just not your lifestyle. Although I see a lot more people hopping on the lifestyle, it's just I gotta respect that not everybody has the same lifestyle as mine.
Yeah.
They don't care about certain things like that, you know. I mean, but then they turn around and complain, and I'd be like, bro, like, you do realize if you just did this, like,
That's what I
you'd
don't
be
be
all right.
liking. That's the part I be hating right there, is when motherfuckers
Yeah.
don't want to change what's going on, but they mad about what's going on. Like, well, shut the fuck up then. Like, respectfully, you ain't finna change the shit. Don't complain about the shit.
See, hey, you and I are different because, like, you nip it in the bud. That's that. Like, for me, my tone to be like, bro, like, stop complaining. Like, just do this.
Oh no, I ain't gonna say just
But for
like
me,
that, but
oh,
that's
okay.
definitely the
That's how you
sentiment.
feel.
Yeah, like, but just because it's like,
Yeah,
it's just annoying, bro. Like, it's one thing.
it is,
It's
bro.
one thing to complain about shit you can't change, because it's like it's still an annoying thing. Because like, well, nigga, if you can't change it, stop complaining about it. Like, just work through it. But I could understand you being more complaining about something like it's out of your control, as opposed to that you can do and you just not doing it. It's just like, well, what are you like? You do realize you bitching about yourself to yourself, right? Like you're telling me why you're a problem right now when you're not trying to fix it. So like, what are you talking about? Like, it's like imagine someone being on the toilet being, bro, my ass dirty, dog. Like shit all on my ass. I don't know what to do, bro. Like it's just doo-doo all on my butt. Nigga, wipe your ass. The fuck are you talking about? Wipe your ass, get the fuck up and go. You can't complain about your own issues. Or the shit. You can't complain about shit you causing. Because you're doing it.
Yeah, no, that's real. I be catching myself doing that shit too when it comes to like my job and stuff. Or just like certain situations that I'm in my life.
Yeah.
I try not to do it, but sometimes I just got to express that I just don't like this situation that I'm in. But I'm learning to like, I just like, bro, I just be like, bro, this shit is like bullshit. Like, this is really some bull. Like, this is really not a good situation. This is really bad. Like, this is not okay with me, you know? Like, and I say it for a certain amount of time to the point where I be like, my sister will catch me and she'll be like, bro, like, just, you know, you could just get another job or a certain thing. And I have to like, so that's why I'm like, bro, I have to go through it, bro. Like, I gotta go through it so I know, like, okay, yeah, she's right. I can just get another job. Well, like, there's a lot of options for me. I ain't got no car, and like, even me, so like, then it's like hurdles. It's like hurdles that I'll be going through, and I have to kind of go through them because if I don't go through those hurdles, one, I won't even know that there's something on the other side of this complaining that I'm doing. You know, like, and that's sometimes how I get to the other side, or I'm learning how to get to the other side is be like, bro, like, I have to acknowledge the problem before I realize that there's a solution for like what I'm dealing with. So like,
ooh, say
in
that
essence,
shit
like,
again for the niggas in the back.
yeah, yeah, it's fact. Like I said, I have to like go through the problem before like I find a solution for it, and sometimes that comes out with me being like this shit, I don't fuck with it, but like. That's the thing. Like when you get stuck in that, then like that's when it's a problem. That's when it's like, all right, bro, you clearly don't want anything different, or maybe you just don't know that there's something different. But that's when I'm starting to have to train myself to that. Okay, there is a problem here. I have to step away from whatever it is I'm doing because this problem is really causing like a lot of depression and a lot of like whatever. And I need to address this and I need to figure out how to solve this problem and get out of this situation. Because if not, it's going to continue to persist and it's just going to like make me like, it's just going to keep bringing me down.
Yeah.
Like, it's just going to. And I don't want that. I don't feel like dealing with that.
I don't think that.
So,
yeah. Nah, I definitely feel that shit.
You went mute if you saying something. I can't hear you.
Oh, they hear me now?
Oh, yeah, now I can.
But yeah, what was I saying? Oh, shit, I definitely feel that. I definitely notice changes and shit when motherfuckers be just, eating certain ways. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I wish it's this dude, and it's funny as fuck. Like I remember all the stuff that motherfuckers talk about now. Like I was when I was like 16, bro. I swear to God, I'm starting to recall some shit from that time period, and it's like that shit feel like being born, damn near. Like when I turned like 15, 16, I ain't gonna lie, I kept having like premonitions and like dreams of me like or feelings I was gonna die type shit. Like I ain't understand why. I was like, nigga, I ain't no street nigga or no shit. I ain't doing shit to nobody. So I'm like, why would I die right now? I'm like, well, I'm finna get sick of some shit. It's around that time. So I'm thinking shit, maybe a cop probably gonna knock my ass off or something like that. But it's like I feel like whatever conditioning I was brought up with died. Not necessarily like me, but just my mindset, my old way of thinking and being and shit. Like I think that shit died. And when I finally got a little older and shit, like, cause when I was 16, bro, it's like that was the start of me doing my chakra research and shit. Like that was when I was on YouTube and shit looking for videos, and you can only find 5 or 6 damn things. You know what I'm saying? This is back when binaural beats wasn't really I ain't gonna say it wasn't a thing, but it wasn't what the fuck it is now. Like it's a million fucking pages for that shit now. And it's like I remember they weren't the same back then. Like it was just like specific shit. Like it maybe be like a few guided ones here and there, but it's like I feel like now it's just a whole array of just any kind of fucking binaural beat you want that you can find one nigga where there's that don't even fucking matter. Don't worry about it. But between that shit and then it was a dude. I remember watching this video, and when I watched it, nigga, I thought this nigga nasty as fuck. This dirty old fucking nigga, you filthy as hell, talking about some he don't drink no damn water. I was like, you fucking nasty. What the fuck you mean you don't drink no? Like that, I ain't gonna lie, I had a real disdain in my damn heart for that motherfucker for saying that. I'm like, nigga, what the fuck you mean you don't drink no water, bro? So he ended up down. I watched the video and shit, and he just talking about going on. I'm not going on no diet, but he was just talking about just eating fruits and shit all throughout the day, having these different juices and shit like that he was making back like 2016, 2015 or some shit. And I forget his name. I ain't even gonna lie. I see his ass a lot more now, which is so fucking crazy. It's like Artis or Artemis, something like that. I forgot. Some like Jamaican nigga with like 6 gray dreads. But he be making all type of damn fruits and fucking juices and shit like that or whatever. And what he was saying about the food is everything that like Yaki Awaken say about food. It's everything that 56 is it 56 Keys? Is that his name? Oh, I don't want to fuck that brother name up. Damn it, 90 something Keys. I forgot his name. Shit, it's another like black influencer that be talking about like, you know, changing up the diets and shit like that, or whatever. I forgot his fucking name.
If you can send me send all these like resources in the group chat.
Hell yeah, for sure.
All these people you talking about and everything.
Hell yeah. But which is all the stuff that they talk about now as far as like the H3O in the water, in the fruit and shit, like the structured water and shit. And like the benefits of what that does for you as opposed to regular H2O water, which H2O water is good, but it just doesn't yield anything. Like water is definitely replenishing, but it's not. I feel like water is refreshing. I don't think it's necessarily replenishing. It does put more water back in your body. It does that. It hydrates you for sure, but that's kind of all it do. So whereas H3O, which is the H3O, what they call it water, is really just fucking fruit juice that you get from a fruit. So when you bite into a damn apple and it's juicy as hell, that's H3O or H32. I forgot the fucking chemical formula. H23 or HR3, some shit. I don't remember. I gotta look that shit up again. But either way, all the stuff that they were saying that he was basically explaining in the video was everything that people talk about now. And it's like, it's shit like that. It's like, damn, bro, I wish I was more. I like knowledge. I like learning shit, but I'm not a fool. I recognize how much more fun is than learning. It's like I could have the opportunity to go learn some super cool ass shit, or I could kick it with my homies and shit. And it's like I wish I would have took the first option as opposed to the latter, as opposed to kicking it all the damn time. Because it's like, nigga, if I would have, it's not even a thing. It's why I'm mad. Because for me, with certain things, it's not even a thing of lack of knowledge. It's a lack of applying the knowledge, and that should be pissing me off sometimes. Cause I'll be like, nigga, I fucking knew that shit. I could have been doing this like years ago, and I never fucking took this seriously. It's like I wish, but woulda, coulda, shoulda. Fuck it. But all that stuff now is just like it's funny as hell that everything that I was learning as a 16-year-old is like the way the world is shaped now. Like if I would have been on it, if I would have literally took all that shit into consideration and lived by that, these niggas would have said I was ahead of my fucking time. I wish I'd have paid attention. Well, I paid attention. I wish I would have applied that shit to life.
Yeah, executed off your understanding of it, your knowledge. I mean, it ain't too late, bro. It's not like you can't go back, like, and just relearn the things. I mean, you're always gonna have to go back and relearn and redo things, reapply. Like, naturally, we go through cycles. But I get where you're coming from. Like, you'd be so much more ahead of the curve.
Right. At
like,
24.
Yeah, I definitely get you because, like, I don't know if it's just a space that I was in or I don't know what caused me to not apply. I think it was just arrogance and like I don't know entirely what it was, like because same thing with these finance things that we was just speaking on.
Yeah.
Like these are things that are very obvious to me. I literally took a whole course. Like so that's why you and I can have conversations about it because I understand it. But like applying it to me is like different because if I'd have been applying the stuff that I learned when I was in 10th grade and was learning at 10th grade, bro, like I'd be
fucking billionaires, right?
No, I really do believe that. Like I'm not gonna say I'd be a billionaire, but I personally believe that I would have a significant, like my life would be significantly different, like financially. I don't know about mentally and emotionally. Like I didn't start learning that until I started, going through things. But like my life would be significantly different. But I know there was a lot of things that was like causing me to not accept truth and not like accept certain things. There were other lessons that I had to learn to break that barrier to get to the point in which I can accept what is true and real. And then not only that, but like execute those things. Like nowadays I'm realizing, I can just do them. I can just do these things. Like nowadays I'm starting to realize that. But before I never that was not my mindset. I believe similar to you that things just happen to me. Like I have to wait to receive. It was never I can just go do them myself. And I can just do these things. And if I do these things, I will yield a better understanding. Like I was in situations where I was being fed those things and taught those things and they were being brought to me, but I wasn't taking it into my own hands to go do these things myself. It was not how I was raised. Like I had to raise myself, or I had to learn how to execute. I had to learn how to do. Like that's another side of life that I don't know if you're like have acknowledging or not. Like, but to learn, you have to learn how to do things as well. Like there's a mindset you have to be in order to like do things. And like some people have that mindset where they're like, I could just do all this stuff. I could just do this. I could just do everything. Some people have that mindset, and you see that spirals into certain things. that aren't necessarily healthy, that they have to go back and relearn and shift. That's why they say life isn't linear, but so it's like it's all over the place. So and they say perfect timing or whatever, but everybody in an ideal situation, yes, I would have preferred to learn all these things and done all these things at the earliest convenience possible. But again, I do recognize that it's not that simple at the same time, as much as I want to believe that it is. Nowadays, it's a lot more simple because it's like doing a math problem over and over and over again. You realize, oh yeah, this is easy. But if I don't understand trigonometry at all, I would never be able to solve any trigonometry problem. So it's that's personally how I feel about it. I just don't think we were at the age yet, or we had the understanding yet, or what was required experience. I don't think we had that to be able to even get to the point where we could do those things at an early age. And that just might be evolution in my opinion, but I personally don't think we just weren't there yet, bro. So I get where you're coming from, bro. Trust me.
I ain't gonna cap.
But now you know.
Nah, that's more so the thing. I feel like it's not even that we wasn't there yet thing. It's just more so we wasn't focused on that shit. There's a lot of people and shit I feel like you gonna always thrive in your interests, no matter what the fuck it is. If you interested in some shit, you always gonna thrive in that. It's just damn near impossible not to, because you like it. You intrigued by the process. You intrigued by what goes into it, what comes out of it. It's like you gonna always have a love for it if you truly interested in it. So if we was, like I said, that's why I said I wish I would have picked learning some shit as opposed to kicking with my friends all the fucking time, because that was my main interest, was having fun. My main interest was always kicking in with the homies and shit. If I had I like to learn, but like I said, I recognize how much more fun having fun is than actual just learning. It's physical. There's a dopamine that goes into it. There's a quick return on what you put into it. You know what I'm saying? But it's like if I would have been able to find that same type of joy in learning shit or just in advancing my life, it's like niggas could easily it would have been that easy just because we'd been interested in it. It's like I feel like even with the whole trigonometry shit, it's like it's hard regardless, but it's like if you like this shit, if you have a passion to learn this, that's way different. Because the passion to just a lot of us got a passion to receive, not a passion to work for shit. And that's either a learned behavior or it's some shit that you just was definitely a learned behavior. But it's either you never had nobody in your face, really as an example to look at, it's one thing to have your parents and shit, but it's like you don't we don't have those bring your kid to work days and shit like that no more. It's like you not seeing your mama and dad have to work their ass off. And if they really dedicated to their kids and shit, you not even gonna know when they struggling. You not gonna know when they couldn't afford that damn toy. You not gonna know none of that shit. You ain't gonna know when they had to go ask their mama for a couple hundred for the groceries and shit like that. But when you get to see your parents go through that struggle, that gives you a different drive as a kid, because now you get the early understanding of what not having is. When you grow up and as a kid you have everything, but then as an adult you don't have as much, it's a damning feeling, because it's like shit, I ain't know it was gonna be like this, but it's like they made the shit look so good. That's just how great a fucking parents motherfuckers had, that they was able to make a fucked up situation beautiful. But when you're able to see that this shit ain't beautiful and you get to witness, I've had shit happen with my mama would be like, oh, we can't go there right now. To me, that was her being mean in my head. That ain't necessarily because everything else I would get. If I would ask her for certain shit, I probably ain't get it that day. But shit, Christmas, my birthday come around, that should be somewhere, whatever the fuck. But it's like if I would have had more of understanding that she didn't have it, it would be a different motivation for me to go get it, because it wouldn't be such a reliance on an outside source to get me my needs. It would have been early on learned because like you got to think about it, like the kid who been I used to kind of like feel glad that I didn't do this shit, but now I'm envious as a motherfucker as all the kids who I grew up with who used to have to go in the house early to cook food for their family. Granted, I can cook and shit, but it's like I'm never mad at the fact that I didn't take the opportunity to learn shit. I'm more so the reason why I'm mad about that is I'm mad because I could be furthering my knowledge with it. Like I can always learn the shit, but it's different when you have it's like if I was to have started doing all that chakra shit at 16, 15 and shit, I'd have damn near 9, 10 years of experience on that shit. I would have 9 to 10 years of experience in this particular thing, and I'm only 24. As opposed to if I learn this shit now, I would be damn near 30 learning this shit, which ain't a problem, but it's like it's just a deeper understanding of capitalizing on my moments when they first come to me. Cause some of them may be there down the line, some of them may not be down there, but either fucking way, just capitalize on what you can now. Because some of this shit ain't gonna fucking be here later on. Today's price is not tomorrow's price.
Yeah, and plus tomorrow always breeds new opportunity that you also miss out on. Like if you don't like take advantage of everything that's happening. So you just kind of like delaying things does not help like you receive as much. Like because you're like, oh well, I'll just whatever do that thing tomorrow. And then tomorrow comes and brings you 3 new opportunities and you can't even take advantage of those opportunities because like this is what I'm realizing about myself is like I'll realize that there's a lot of opportunities that I don't receive. Like I'll have one opportunity, like somebody will present something to me, and I'll be like, okay, oh, I'll listen to it, or I'll do this, I'll get it, I'll get it taken care of, or I'll handle it, but I'll do it tomorrow. And then tomorrow comes, and I realize I'll get 2 more things that somebody brings to my attention. And now I'm too busy doing this one thing, and I can't really focus heavily on those new things that come to my attention because I'm like, oh, snap, well, I still got to do this other thing. So now I got to push those other 2 things back. And then it's just one of those cycles where it's just new things just keep coming in and new things just keep happening. But I'm still not doing that one thing that I know I should be doing or told myself that I was going to be doing. And now it's like I've just got all this stuff in my hands and ain't nothing get done. And it's just like it just becomes weight and it just becomes, like a cycle of like, oh, bro, this sucks. Like, I can't deal with this. I don't want to deal with this. Like, because it's like it becomes overwhelming at that point. And it's like, bro, like, what am I supposed to do? Like, I got all this stuff that I got to take care of, and I don't even know where to start now because these things are like, it's like 5 weeks later, a month later, and I haven't gotten any of it done. And it's like, bro, like, and it just becomes this whole cycle and spiral of things that's just like, bro, like, I can't do this, like. But that, and then eventually I like get to the point where I bottom out. I'm like, okay, I gotta just do one thing at least, or at least what I have to do is write down everything that I need to do. And then there becomes another opportunity for me to get it done. And then the opportunities that do come my way, I can just handle them because I know, okay, there's something that I have to get done in the future. So let me put this for tomorrow. Right now, I can handle on today's problems. Knock today's problems out. Tomorrow comes, I can handle those problems that I said I was going to handle. And boom, good. I can move on to whatever's next. Oh, there was something a couple months ago that I said I wanted to get perfect. I got time, no opportunities at my door. I can handle that. So it allows me to like organize. It allows me to stay focused on just getting things done rather than like dwelling in the fact that I'm not getting anything done and it's just being too much. But that's usually after I bottom out. I'm learning how to do that now while just being on the move, being on the go. Because shoot, even handling yesterday's problems feels like I'm wasting time because I haven't done it already. But that's because I wasted time not doing them. So now I got to be like, okay, well, let me just get it done. And once I get it done, it feels good. I'm like, okay, cool. And that's when more opportunities start to breed and my mind expands. And I'm like, okay, I can do more now. I can do more now. I can do more because this. And so now I'm thinking of all the things that I can do. And like, it just makes it so much easier. So that's kind of one way that I get out of that loop. It'd be a mind fuck because again, I usually bottom out before I like get to that point where I realize, okay, let me just stop and do something. But again, it's now to the point where I'm just like, well, let me just do it. And that just comes with big things, small things, whatever. Even if I just bring it up, like talk to somebody about it or like write it down. Even just me writing it down is a simple step that I like to take and just at least getting it started, you know? And then like now I can know everything that requires for me to do it. And now I could just do it a lot more smoothly and get it done a lot more quickly because I know what needs to get done. And so it just makes it a little bit more manageable for me when I do it that way. But
oh shit. Now sneezing feel good as fuck. Oh shit, my bad.
You know. Nah, you good. But nah, you also brought up a lot of other good points too as well. Like one thing I was gonna say as well was that the environment is something that's very important as well. Cause like you said, like you wanted to have fun. That's all you were exposed to for real. I don't know your life or if you were exposed to like a lot of people who were like educating themselves or like if you were cool with those people or, you know, if that was something that was in your home. But if it's not something that's present to you, it's harder to pick those habits up. You know, like some parents beat that in your head. So when you go to school, it's easier for you to gravitate towards that rather than you just gravitating towards the streets or just gravitating towards just having fun. But again, since so many people were having fun in school and just BSing in school, it was easier for us to gravitate towards that rather than what our parents were telling us, you know, which sometimes, a lot of times, we're just trying to steer us in the right direction for real. If we really look back and think about a lot of things, for me personally, at least, you know. So I think it, like you said, it's an environment thing as well. Like we just were not, that was not our circle, bro. My circle personally, they were made fun of reading books. Like they made fun of like having legitimate conversations. Like, yeah, we would talk about our feelings, but some of my people, like with Kane, I would talk about my emotions with him and stuff. But there were certain friends that I couldn't even go to and talk about my emotions with because they would completely dismiss it and shut it down. It wasn't until later in life, like, so there was like a lot of things that I just, because my people didn't care, bro. The people around me didn't care about those things. So I had to go find more people to like that cared about it. And then I kind of just had to just be on my own and figure out what it is I really wanted. But like, and now I'm like learning how to re-implement myself in the world and just allow people to be them while I still focus on my path. So it's like, it's steps to it, bro. Like that's what I'm saying. I don't think it's as simple as us just not knowing like what to do and just, you know. But I hear where your passion coming from though. Like it's like you got to think about it like this. Yeah, if you started at 9 years old, you would be way farther ahead of the game with chakras. All right, cool. Well, I might as well start now. Like, imagine myself like not as not a 9-year-old, but like, all right, cool. Well, then that means I just need to do it now. Like that's where that passion is coming from. Like your passion, the passion isn't coming from you wanting to have done it at 9 years old. It is to a certain extent, but at the same time, what's at the root of the passion is the fact that you want to get it done. Period. And that's what needs to be focused on. And I think that's sometimes a trap that people falls in is that it is like, man, I could have done this. And they get so like regretful and like, it's like, bro, I could have done all that. I could have been, bro, you can still be that. Like now you have to fight the regret that you feel in those like self-depreciating thoughts that you put on the actual thing. But like, that just shows that you have a lot of passion there. So it's like that means chase that passion. That don't mean like look to the past about what that passion could have been. It means that it could still be something, but you have to allow it and then like drive. Like you gotta like push that as far as it can go. Right now, like you can't change the past. And I'm not saying that that's what you're trying to do or nothing, but like I hear where you're coming from. That's something we just gonna have to instill in the next generation and find a way to instill in the next generation is get that done as young as possible. But right now, as far as us, we gotta take care of that passion now. Like I'm 24. Like I can't think about I know I do sometimes, but I look back and think about all the opportunity that I had so I can understand the opportunity that I have right now in this present moment. Now, there's other things in the way of that's, hurdles and stuff now that I have that I'm older. But if it's something that I really care about and passionate about and see that I can really do something with and really has meaning and purpose for me, that just means that I'm going to have to get past those hurdles now so I can get to that point. And like that's kind of how you get out of that trap. Like you have to kind of think like that. But I'm curious though, because you speak about those things, but like, and you still do them now. You still do chakras now, but like I'm just curious where your mindset is going when you go to that place of if I did this at 9 years old. I'm just curious where your head is at when you're thinking about those things like that.
It's like a backwards feeling of missing out, damn near.
Yeah,
It's like
I know what you mean.
It's like I feel like if I would have got that shit done at 9, 10 years old or whatever, I would have less on my plate now. Like I wouldn't have to learn those things. Like imagine having to learn to brush your teeth right now. Imagine having to get accustomed to waking up every day to brush your damn teeth.
What's crazy about that is we speak on hygiene, bro, but a lot of hygiene practices, and I'll even say this for myself, I didn't start getting emotion until later in life, till like my sisters and friends showed me about like doing my hair, actually lotioning my body, brushing my teeth, like all that stuff, bro, really took. So like that's what's crazy about that is you're right. Some people are learning that now at an older age.
And that's how I feel with like a lot of stuff in life is like we could have if we would have had those same teachings as like if they would have done with hygiene and taxes what they do with the fucking Holocaust, we would be experts on the shit. It's like I can ask everybody right now, give me a rundown of that little Jewish girl that fucking died in the damn Holocaust. Everybody will tell me a seemingly similar fucking story. What the fuck is an IRA? A who? What the fuck is a high yield savings account? A what? How the fuck do you balance a check? Huh? How do you do your tax? Huh? It's like it's so much shit that, and it's the repetition of it. It's all the free time we had that's why I feel so passionate about the kids shit because when we was children we had all that fucking time to learn. This is the time to execute. Like I feel like early from you snapping.
That was beautiful. That's what our 20s is for real. Like that is
like your early development years, that's development. Your teens, that's when you learning how to do this shit. Your 20s is you should be fucking executing this shit. So your 30s you can chill the fuck out and at least you may got to work a little bit more and shit, but at least by your
thrive in it, in my opinion, thrive in it.
There you go, thriving and shit. Like, all right, now I'm the Russell got this song. My favorite bar in that shit. He was like, "Boy, I used to drown in that water. Now I float through it. I'm trying to float through this shit now, gang. Niggas is drowning too fucking much around here just off of a lack of. It's hard to be trying to do shit as you learning it. You know what I mean? It's like it's hard to try to fucking take the damn math test as you're learning the math that was just put in front of you. It's like imagine that. Imagine you went to fucking school, you never took calculus a day in your fucking life, but they give your ass a big ass book and a scan trying to say figure that shit out. That's pretty much how life is right now. It's like here's the test and here's the information. You got to go through this shit yourself and decipher what's right and what's wrong, and then at the very end, then we'll tell you how the fuck you did. But it's like if we would have had that opportunity to get sat down for a good 2 months and learn how to communicate, learn real problem solving, learn how to balance life. Because the one thing I really hate, and I want to talk about this shit on stream too, any motherfucker that tell their child or has the mentality with your children that because as the parent you went through bullshit and you deem that it's a good thing to put your child through it, you give absolutely no fucks about your child. And I'm gonna tell you why. When I was growing up and shit as a kid, my mama was very unemotional towards me and shit due to how her mama was with her. So my mama did a lot of fuck shit and shit that I didn't like out of lack of knowledge. If she do any of that shit to my siblings after all the conversations and bullshit that we've had together, it's no longer a lack of knowledge, it's a lack of care. Because you know what the fuck this leads to. You know how to be different. You know what different is. It's one thing to be stupid, it's another to be fucking ignorant. When you know the right thing and purposely choose opposite, that's ignorance. That's not the same as you not knowing what to do. Like that is, well, actually, no, I'm sorry. No. Yeah, I said it right. Because ignorance is not the lack of knowledge, but the refusal to require knowledge. So if you put your child through all the same shit you fucking went through, and you see how the fuck you feel about your parents, you see how the fuck that shit made you feel, and you was like, you know what, you can deal with that shit. It's like, no, you know how to be better. Cause like, no, the fuck I don't. Yes, the fuck you do. Everything that your parents did, you were grown up. What was right? What was wrong? Where did you fuck up at? Where did they fuck up at? Find the in betweens, and that's how you implement your shit from there on. You can't treat your kid how you was treated. Because a lot of this shit, low key, is just fucking revenge. Because if you got beat on as a kid and shit, who is the one person you can put your hands on repeatedly, and as long as they not too fucked up, you're not getting no consequences behind it? Your child. You can whoop your child day in fucking day out as long as they not coming to school like as long as it's not breaching that line of borderline fucking abuse, you really damn near good. You have no other person you can put your hands on whenever the fuck you want to with no consequence. So I feel like a lot of people take out their past trauma on their kids because that's all they really can do. That's all they feel like they can do as opposed to just healing from the shit. But I'm sorry, I got into a damn tangent. What was I saying before this?
You want me to remind you, or you want to figure?
Yeah, I forgot that.
You were essentially just saying, like, instead of them instilling these things that we're speaking on in your children, you more so instill the pain that you have not healed from, and so it just prolongs the process of us,
Yeah, that's
actually learning something.
That's what I'm finna get into. Now, on the side of money, it's the same shit. That's why I got mad at Steve Harvey about the whole fucking thing that he said about his kids and shit. Because it's like, if you worked your fucking ass off, you went through not having fucking power and shit. You went through bologna sandwiches every fucking day and shit to get yourself to a fucking point to not go through that no more. Why would you put your kids in any kind of position to potentially be in that same shit? It's like, I don't want you to go through that same shit. If I have the financial knowledge and freedom to do what I can to help you, I'm gonna do that shit because you don't have to go what the fuck I went through. Like, not saying my mama, but just talking for anybody else out there. Like I had a fucked up mama. You don't have to have one. I had a fucked up daddy. You don't have to have one. It is completely in my hands to give you a fucked up life right now. And if I choose to do that for some stupid grand fucking lesson down the line, that ain't gonna do shit. Make this little fucking make this child hate me. Especially when it's those like Because a lot of these people be doing this shit, and it's like they don't ever explain why they doing nothing until it's 30, 40 fucking years later, and this child done already harbored all this resentment, all this hate. It's like, imagine I'll walk up to you and just smack you dead in your fucking face and don't say shit. It's like, nigga, what the hell wrong with you? You got a problem with me? Most niggas gonna steal off on your ass, shoot you, stab you, whatever the fuck. And you sitting there like, bro, what the fuck you shoot me for, nigga? You just slapped me in my damn face. Yeah, bro, it was a fly on your cheek. Well, why the fuck you ain't say that in the first damn place for just doing some crazy shit? Like, say what the fuck your intentions are before doing some other shit. Because if you don't say shit, I don't know shit. Your silence leads me up to whatever I interpret. So if you don't let me know why these actions occurred, I'm living this truth right now of your feelings are 100% valid, but how you go about them is not valid. You can be pissed off at some shit all fucking day. That don't mean go beat up everybody you see. But it's like, if you give me, if you do something towards me and you don't tell me why the fuck it was done, I am 100% valid to think whatever the fuck I want to think, because you didn't tell me what the fuck it was. I'm not in your damn brain. I have to just assume. I have no fucking choice. And I'm not wrong for that, because you're not telling me what the fuck it actually is. I'm going off of my best educated guess.
That's a really good point. That's a really good point. And that's why some people like that. I think that's kind of the predicament that I'm in, where like I kind of had just so much like resentment towards you just not explaining things to me and just doing, and just it got to the point where it's like I'm not even listening to you no more. Like,
facts.
And so now I'm just jumping and going, and like I gotta figure it out myself, because clearly like I can't learn from you. Like,
ooh, I want to cut you off, but that other thing they love saying too, that, oh, why can't I do it? Because I said so. Like, nah, fuck that. Tell me why the fuck I can't do this shit. Don't just tell me.
Right.
Like, now you're breeding a real big fuck authority attitude at that point. But I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, you good. And that's what causes dependency, because now you're only telling me, you're not teaching me how to learn these things. You're not teaching me the step-by-step process and what it takes in order to like understand and understand things. And that's why we probably have struggled with execution, and why we expect people to just do things for us and tell us, because it was beating us that we just have to do it because our parents told us that we had to do it, or our teachers told us that we had to do it. The only difference is school teaches you the step by step. You know, at the home, the people who are actually supposed to be leading us, they're the ones who are like, no, shut up and listen. And, you know, to a certain extent, I get that. Like, to a certain extent, yes, you have to show who's the authority, and you have to show that sometimes you think you know it, but you don't. And I'm trying to show you that you don't, and I'm trying to help you understand how to do it. But there's a certain way that you need to go about doing that. Otherwise, the person will not receive what you're telling them. Because people, a lot of us clearly in our generation, and they always talk trash about how we just the most like rebellious generation. But like, look at how y'all try to teach us how to learn things. Like, I ain't gonna say they ain't their slaves, but like, bro, like you gotta look at how they did the slaves, and even the slaves rebelled against the slave masters. So it's like, I'm not saying y'all were slave masters to that certain extent, but like, bro, look at your means in which trying to teach us to do the things that you wanted us to do. Like, the way that y'all wanted us to do it. Y'all beat us.
I will drink
and told us. Right, bro. Like, y'all beat us and told us, no, y'all told us, no, this ain't the way you're supposed to do it. And y'all beat us. And then a lot of times you didn't even tell us how we were supposed to do it. You just told us that we needed to do it. And, you know, like there are certain parallels that are truly like, bro, like y'all, bro, like y'all, like they mess up, bro. Like, now, yeah, we have freedoms, but it's like, sometimes we didn't. Like parents would be so restricted with their punishments and the ways that they try to teach us, and like to the point and repressive, like to the point where it's like, bro, like I can't even breathe as a human being. Like I can't. Like there's not much I could do. Like I'm just trapped under my parents' rule. So of course, like, and my dad even asked, he was like, bro, there's like a study showing that there's a lot of young people just moving out on their own. And I'm like, bro, like, duh, like, it, we just don't want to go. Like, we can't sit under your rule because it's suffocating. Like, a lot of our parents' rule was like very suffocating, bro. Like, I can't breathe the way I want to. I feel like I couldn't express the way I wanted to. I felt like I couldn't think for myself. I felt like I couldn't do for myself. I was solely dependent on this man with no ability to do anything. Like, I personally felt like I had no ability to do anything. Now, if I would have continue to mature with him, I'm sure he could have told me and taught me. And, as he matured, he learned, my father learned how to mature. He learned how to talk to me. He learned it. But again, on top of that, I still had all of the stuff that you had done to me in my past out of your past not healing. I still had all that resentment towards you doing that towards me to the point where I was either going to blow up on you or blow up on myself. And I needed to walk away from the situation so I could breathe. And now I could possibly come back, better, and able to learn from you and actually listen to you and listen to your wisdom. But we can't just sit here and deny the fact that, like, we can't sit here and deny the fact that you did all that fucked up shit and, like, expect me to just completely just forgive you for it. You feel me? And then not understand me when I tell you the problems and the reasons as to why I'm fucked up and how they lead back to you and how they continuously lead back to you. Like, there's a lot of things, bro. Like, I really hated myself for a long time because I was a spitting image of my father. Like, and I did not want to be my father because I did not want to be somebody who treated people the way that he did or felt as if I just did not want to be that. I didn't want to be that man because I did not see him in a high light. I did not see my father for entirely who he was, and that's just how he raised me, bro. Like, that's just what I continued to see when I got older. And, like, that affected my person, like, terribly. Like, that really messed me up, like, to the point where I just really could not function the same. And, like, I could not function properly. And that was because of a lot of abuse that I took as a child. Like, and a lot of things that I saw from my mom, like, that I did not receive. It's like, bro, a lot of stuff we have to now learn how to deal with. And on top of that, deal with real life, the stuff that y'all had a hard time teaching us when we were younger. Not that you weren't trying, you just had a very hard time teaching us when we were younger. And it sucks. But it's like, bro, it's just, if we're both maturing, we'll learn from our past mistakes and we'll learn how to get better if we're evolving. But at the same time, part of evolution is understanding the hurdles and fuck ups and everything, including, like you said, like, realizing we could have done this at a lot earlier ages if our parents would have done a little bit of a better job in steering us in the proper direction. Now I got to instill that in the next generation.
Right. Two things you said that I definitely want to touch on is that it's crazy you said the whole shit about the slave thing, and I was gonna say something about that shit my damn self, bro. It's like, parents be really treating motherfuckers like slaves and shit, bro. Like, to the point, like, I ain't gonna lie, nigga. I remember when I was a kid, my mama was, I don't know what the fuck she used to be fucking paranoid about, bro. But it was a point, nigga, like, her ass would literally, I couldn't even be in the bathroom without her ass watching me. Like, her ass, a dead ass, keep the fucking door cracked and just be sitting there looking at me, like, make sure I'm not doing whatever the fuck. I'm like, damn, like, niggas ain't got no motherfucking privacy in this bitch. Motherfucker can't damn express shit without being lit at disrespectful. And it's like, I'm not disrespectful. I'm trying to ask a question to get an understanding of some shit. Like, I don't get why what you said, why that's the rule. Like, just explain that to me. That ain't me trying to question your authority. That's just me questioning the rule. Like I just don't understand the rule. That's it. Explain me that shit right quick. And it was the other thing about like moving out and shit. It's like, bro, I ain't gonna cap when I move out. Boy, my grandma be lucky. My nanny be lucky as hell to hear from my ass when I move out. Like, because it just gets to a point where people just don't take accountability for shit that they be doing, but they love to point fingers. Like they don't want to acknowledge, like for example, I'm gonna use the whole slapping thing again. What if I walked up and slapped you and just got mad at you because I slapped you? Now I come hit you dead in your fucking stomach or some shit. You like, Katoro, what the fuck wrong with you, bro? You just hit me? I'm like, yeah. Like, the fuck wrong with you? And I'm like, but you mad or something, nigga? Like, the hell you mad for? You just punched me, nigga. The fuck wrong with you? Meanwhile, I'm mad. Well, nigga, you shouldn't have got hit. Nigga, that ain't my fault. Like, damn, what you mad at me for? Because you got hit. Like, that lack of accountability after, especially after you've done something to somebody, that right there is the single fucking reason why I'm like, yeah, nigga, when I move, man, don't even say shit to me, bro. Cause like that's actually new. That's actually something I haven't really dealt with my mama before. Like my mama would probably come around later on to some shit she did. She probably not like, I ain't gonna say like she even denied the first time. It's just more so like like she probably don't know off the rip what the fuck I'm talking about. But then when I start explaining it, it's like oh, okay, yeah, I remember now. But my grandma is like, her ass could dead ass steal from you, then get mad at you because you mad at her because she stole from you. And that's some shit I don't get. Like I don't know what the fuck that is.
Wait, she said what would she do? What would happen?
It's basically like whatever the fuck she do to you, she'll get, once you get pissed off at her about it, she gonna get mad at you because you mad at her because she did something to you. So whether she steal from you, whether she slap you or some shit, your retaliation is gonna make her mad because she feel like you should be okay with what she just did to you and you shouldn't be mad. I'm like, no, you can't you can't be the suspect and play the victim. That just don't work.
Mm. Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah. That's why, I kind of try to lead with taking accountability before like anything, because like I said, me and my dad, we've been kind of having like we've been in a weird phase of our relationship, like, especially with me being away from him and stuff, and actually realizing how much, like, okay, I can actually learn a lot from this man, but also just kind of how dependent I am on learning how to do what I need to do. But then also realizing, yeah, he did instill a lot of things and try to teach me a lot of things, you know. And so I try to look at, okay, well, what did I do to not like, what did I do to like mess up? And, was I not mature enough like to actually accept a lot of things? Was I not doing enough healing to actually realize that my father was moving differently, and he wasn't that man no more? I think these are like things that caused me to not be able to see from my father's perspective, because as I mature, I start to see how much my dad actually put up with, and things of that nature. And actually the things that I like, although yes, I am what you made me, I am your son, I am your creation. Like like a lot of my traumas and all my like, you know, although that is the case, you know, and everybody's healing takes a little bit different, a little bit longer than others sometimes. I do have to recognize that there were things placed in my face in certain times for me to start receiving a lot more uh, of what my father was trying to teach me, and I would take those things. Not that I wouldn't. It's just at a certain point I was just not mature. Like I just wasn't mature enough to understand certain things, you know. And on top of that, my father was still maturing himself, so it just made it hard because there's always something in the way that like causes us to not like be able to entirely be equal with each other, although there were a lot more moments in which we were and where we're able to understand each other and stuff. But I still feel as if there's a lot of us not understanding each other, us not like willing to be understanding of each other, and like that comes with a lot. Like that comes with a lot. And we're both people who take the time and doing it. You know, that's my father. I love him. So like obviously, you know, that's family. Like, and that's my father at the end of the day, who's a very wise man who I would love to still learn from. But at the same time, like, you know, like I can't deny that relationships are complicated. Like, and they're not always easy and simple and clear cut. You know, especially when you're not near them or around them. So for me personally, you know, like I have to kind of learn. Like the other week, my father told me straight up, he was like, you know, if you weren't my son, I would not associate with you at all. And I was like, damn, like, bro, when I tell you that, like, really hit me, I was like, what does that even mean, bro? Like,
Yeah, like
what does that say about me? You said, huh?
I said, yeah. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, like, bro, how am I supposed to take that? Like, and that's because he doesn't respect my decisions that I'm making, and like, I haven't had a conversation with him about it to see what he really meant, and I want to. I'm starting to want to, but like, bro, like that shit really hit me. It's like, damn, like I'm coming down here really doing shit, and I'm really trying to put an effort in one, getting away from your dependence, being dependent on you, and like trying to come out on my own and do my own thing. Like I get it, it's not the most clean cut shit, but it's like you can't even find no respect in what I'm trying to do. So it's like, what makes you think that I'm gonna respect what you want me to do?
Right.
Like, if you're not willing to understand where I'm at and where I'm coming from, you feel me? So it's like, I don't know, that's some shit that made me like, bro, like, it's just, it's an odds. It's always an odds, but it's because like one person is not willing to understand the other person. That's how it is with me. But that's kind of like why I had to like, I'm trying to like, and I say accountability in that statement because it's like, yeah, like I'm trying to take accountability and shit. Like you feel me? Like I'm not. I done fucked up a lot. Like I ain't gonna lie, but like for me, it's like damn. Like all I do is take accountability. You feel me?
Yeah.
You feel me? All I do is try to take accountability. So it gets to a point where it's like, well, fuck. Like, am I doing anything right? And like, it'd be situations like that have me fucked up. And I'm like, bro, like. You just I already kind of feel like y'all beating into me that I'm not doing a good job and I'm not doing okay. And that just kind of like really just, that was damn near the final nail in the coffin. I was damn near like, well, shit, I ain't going back to fucking Georgia. Like, why the fuck would I go back to that? Like, y'all already beat it in my head that I need to do better, not acknowledging where I'm at all. Like, what the fuck? Why would I ever want to be around that shit? Like, that shit gets fucking draining. So, like, I don't know where you're coming from and your grandma's situation and everything. I don't know. I doubt it's similar, but I'm starting to see why people would get away from the people who they're around the most sometimes, because those people can really be fucking toxic. Even if they're trying to do better and help you, those people can really be more toxic sometimes than fucking helpful, because you're constantly trying to beat into your head something that just doesn't make fucking sense. I mean, that makes sense, but it's like, and that's where I have to take accountability and learn to not be sensitive. That's that weird balance that I'm having to fucking learn. Is like, okay, well, when am I wrong and when am I right? When is it like completely just the middle where I can understand both fucking sides. And that's continuously taking accountability and then also like knowing like, okay, yeah, whatever, yeah. But yeah, I don't know. That was kind of a little side note, but yeah, your grandma need to fucking take accountability. I don't know what the hell's going on with that, but I think that's just old age and stubbornness. Old age coming with like, bro, I'm not changing my stance, especially not for like no kid in her eyes, possibly from what you kind of telling me somewhat.
Nah, I ain't even gonna lie with you, bro. We was talking one night because my sister was she was talking about wanting to go back to Florida and shit or whatever. And my grandma said something to her. God damn. My grandma said some shit and I was like, it was funny because when she said it, like I was looking at her the whole time. Like her head was kind of down or some shit like that before she started talking. And then when she started talking, like I watched her the entire moment through that shit. So hearing her say every word she said, my head just did this. I was just like, why the fuck would you? I was like, that's some of the. I ain't even gonna say what she said, but it was just some mad insensitive shit. It was some shit that you shouldn't say to no fucking body, like in the particular situation we was in, and at that very moment, bro, it just became apparent to me like what's really wrong with my grandma and shit. My cousin trying to say she got dementia and shit. I'm like, you know what? It fucking around could be. It could. But I mean, me personally, bro, she ain't the only child, but she the baby of her family. I ain't gonna say too much else, but just off of that fact alone, she's more used to being taken care of. She don't have, other than being a mom, her will to take care of certain people ain't really much farther out of like that to a certain degree. Like grandkids and you know family members and shit, she's willing to take care of. But like I don't know. I want to because the whole I'm like a little intel was like she just wasn't understanding the concept of why my sister feels so strongly about taking care of her siblings and shit, her younger siblings. And it's like I'm like, you the baby of your family. Like you don't get it. Like you ain't never changed nobody diapers other than your own kids. Like I don't change. I ain't changed my that sister diapers, but I shit. Well, actually, I did. Fuck you talking about? I was in there one time. Like I literally done changed every single one of my damn siblings' diapers before. I done gave some of their ass baths. I can call both of their ass right now, and they'll tell you how many times we done fucking I done cooked for their ass, put them to sleep, bathed them in some more shit. Like I'm damn near my fucking children. And if there's any correlation with her, it's probably the same fucking way. It's like these are like my kids for real. Like I really got 3 kids out here, nigga. Like shit, the fuck is you talking about? I ain't got one. I got 3 for real, nigga. My oldest fucking 14. If we gonna take it there. Like I've been literally helping taking care of that child since he was fuck cup size. Nigga. So it's like she don't understand that. Like that. I was gonna say like I would love to see how my grandma would react if one of her sisters like needed like dire help. Like I know she'd go help them as far as like taking them certain places and shit. But I want to see how she would act living with them. Like, I don't know. I don't feel like she do the exact same shit when she around her sisters. First, she do to a degree, but it's not. It's more contained. I feel like. Mm. But yeah, I don't know.
You said you're curious as to how she would react if one of her sisters needed dire help.
I don't mean like dire, but more so like just to play. Like if they didn't have no place to stay, type shit. They was just, pretty much homeless.
You don't think she would because she was the baby and she been pampered in a sense?
Not even that. It's like truth be told, I feel like she'd really take one of them men. She let them come live with her. I don't doubt that. But I mean, shit. What if she did though? Like that's more so my thing with it. It's like I can believe whatever. And I ain't even gonna lie with you. I don't believe a couple things about that woman that I got proved wrong so far. So, like I told you earlier, I'm an experimental man. I'm willing to see. Like I'm willing to see. Because the worst thing I can be is wrong. So
I mean, you clearly see something that's caused you to be like, you feel me? Like you see something there, and that's like we don't always see people as like true like intentions or hearts until the situation comes about. Like people can talk all day, but we don't really get to see people for who they are until they're put in the situation. And that's why like you kind of just spoke something as well that kind of resonated with that and just kind of what I was saying earlier. And I forgot what it was that you had said, but you were talking about how you taking care of your brothers and stuff, or you taking care of you were saying your brothers, right?
yeah, sisters.
Yeah, and sister. Like, and you feel like people don't recognize that. Like, people don't recognize that you're out here actually. You really the one help raising them. Like, do you feel like people recognize that and acknowledge that and give you the respect for that, or do you feel like that's just something people just overlook because it's
Man, I don't give a fuck who recognize that shit. They recognize that shit.
what you talk about your siblings?
Yeah, they know what the fuck's up. They know how the hell. All I gotta ask that boy is how my pancakes taste. He know, like nigga, I done cooked for that boy a million fucking times. Like I ain't worried about none of that shit. I don't give a fuck what nobody else say.
That's what I'm having to learn myself, bro, because like, like not everybody get to see my vision. Like not everybody like sees my vision. Not everybody see what's going on for real. Like if you're not around me all the time or acknowledging what I'm really telling you that I'm going through, like bad and good, you like people not gonna recognize what you see and what you're actually doing sometimes. Like until it's said and done, like until you actually done doing it. People don't recognize the process. Like people don't recognize. I feel like people don't recognize like what I really got going on for real. Like I feel like people only sometimes like they see a lot because I tell them that or they've been raised around me and stuff like that. But like I feel like people don't like really see what I got going on, and since I'm not entirely like since I'm learning how to be like confident in what I got going on and making moves for myself and shit, it's easier for me to get swayed by somebody else not acknowledging and peeping the vision. Like because I'm not standing firm on it within my own self, like so like I get that lack of respect from my father where he's like I don't pretty much like I would not associate with you unless if you were not my son. Like to me, that just shows that you're not acknowledging the shit that I am trying to accomplish and am doing. One, because you ain't around me, so you don't really see the change that I'm making. But on top of that, you're not in my head 24/7, so you don't see how I'm developing and changing. You don't see how I'm really like altering shit. You don't see the impact that I'm making on my own life. And even the people around me right now currently. So it's like, to me, like that lack of acknowledgement of what you are trying to do and have done and do, like, can be very demoralizing. Like, especially the people who are closer to you that you think know you for real, and they know a lot about you, but really don't. You feel me? And like, that it can really be demoralizing when somebody just shoots you out of nowhere like that. You feel me? Like, especially it'd be the close ones, bro, that hurt the most, bro. Like, cause if I ain't gonna lie, like if you was to tell me some shit that really like that, like, bro, if you was to tell me some shit like you could probably fuck me up more than some random person on the street. Like a random person on the street, they see me, they say something, I'ma acknowledge it. But like when my people like don't acknowledge it, or when the people closest to me like say some shit, that's when it hits me the most. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? They're like, what? And I don't know, maybe it's because I'm like, are you supposed to care about me? What the hell? And you acting like you don't. But I have to recognize, because you don't see the shit. You don't like, there's something that's causing you to not respect that shit. And that's why that shit be hurting me like the fucking most and shit. But I don't know, I was kind of saying that because, like, just kind of, just, I know I'm bringing it to myself, but I kind of see similarities in which you speaking on, and which you say, like, you don't know if your grandma would do that for their sibling or not. And then kind of just you bringing up that whole thing about your siblings and how you take care of them. You feel me? Like, yeah, like, I just still feel like that's something that should be recognized by your family, bro. Like, I don't feel like that's something that need to be sweat. Like, I feel like that'll do a lot for your esteem. Like, you may not feel like you need it because, I mean, you really getting it on your own for real, and you get it from other places. But like, you feel me? Like, to have people around you acknowledge what you're really doing for real and how you really making moves, that helps so much with healthy esteem. Like, that's something we needed as kids. Like, we needed that reassurance that we're actually doing the right thing, rather than always being told that we being fucked up or doing some stupid ass shit, or like doing like, yeah, bro, I know I'm doing stupid shit, but like, why is that like 90% of our conversation is to 100? Like that don't help with esteem. That don't help with confidence. That makes me not even really want to try as hard sometimes, because it's like, well, shit, I ain't never doing nothing right.
Fuck right.
Like, it's like, well, what's the fucking point? And that just adds more weight to it. And you'd be like, bro, what the hell? But it's like, bro, like, I acknowledge what I'm doing right. And no, these things are big too, what you're doing as well. Like, you help raise 2 kids that were not your responsibility to raise. So it's like, for somebody to not acknowledge that you took on that shit, at a young age, to me is like disrespectful that you ain't viewing me for who I am as a man at an early age, and the things that I'm doing as a man at a young age. Like, those things need to be acknowledged. You feel me? And I love that, and this is kind of just taboo in it, but I love how, like, I'm working with this church right now, and I be serving, and I was at the little kids service today, helping the little kids out, the little 3rd through 5th graders, or 1st through 5th graders. And they doing this little thing where they just turning up, and like every time the kid does something polite or does something that's like, they give them that reassurance. They give them that, like, yeah, that was right. You should have done that. You just earned something that's worth that you wanted because you did something right. You feel me? Like, they're showing the kids what it looks like to be a godly individual or a righteous individual, and they're not using the Bible to do it. They're using it by their actual like actions and stuff, and like giving them that reassurance. To me, that was so beautiful, because I'm like, dang, bro, like, and it made me want to do it for the kids too, and it taught me how to do it for real. It taught me how to give people like that. It's teaching me how to give people like that reassurance that they're doing the right thing. You feel me? You know, like and I fuck with that heavy. Like that shit was really dope. But yeah, I mean, like, you know, I just feel like sometimes that's not something that I get acknowledgement over. Is what I'm trying to do and what I'm trying to accomplish, because clearly it's not all manifesting right now, but 10 years from now, like I feel like we gonna see. I feel, you know, personally, you know, like we just gonna have to see 10 years from now if I was really fucking up or not. But like I personally felt like, you know, a lot of steps that I'm taking, you know, maybe I'm not asking for you to put me on no fucking pedestal, but damn, like at least acknowledge what I'm doing. Like and don't just throw it out the window and think that your way is the fucking best. At least just acknowledge what's going on instead of just fucking, you know. But I don't know. I kind of hear where you coming from though.
Nah, that's the thing when you were saying, like it gotta be acknowledged by the family and shit. It's like the stuff that's been going on is just it's like shit been kind of stupid for the past like 2 years. Damn near, I ain't gonna lie. Damn near like 3 on some shit. Well, no, it's like probably just 2. It's like 2. Well, yeah, nah, 3 nah. Nah, it's 3. Going on 3. But everything kind of started because it was just everything. I'm just doing everything wrong. Like I'm just the biggest fuck up. I'm doing this, that, and the third and shit. And it's like, while my grandma don't lie about shit, she don't tell the whole story. She just tell what pissed her off. You see what I'm saying? So she's very good at playing the victim role with shit. And some things she really was a victim of to a degree. Like as far as like being receiving end, I guess. But it's like other than that, it's like, I mean, you're not telling why that happened or what led up to that. Like it wasn't just motherfucker walk in and just cuss you out or some shit. It's like, no, you said something to this person, then they cussed you out. Tell the person what you said first to prompt them to cuss you out. Like they ain't just walking here and just say that shit for no reason. You feel me? So, but nobody was hearing that shit. So, year go by, all type of bullshit be happening. And then when I do finally come back around and shit, it's kind of the same, but like now it's me and my cousin. So everybody just kind of not to point the finger, no shit. I was fucking up too, but my cousin was just to where I was fucking up in the middle of doing decent shit. My cousin was just fucking up all around, like the board. It was like there was no. I had silver linings of some of my shit. She didn't. It was just everything she was doing was just ass. That's just facts. But still, though, it's like while my cousin is a problem, the bigger problem is my grandma, because what's worse, a dog with fleas or the motherfucker that keep bringing the dog in the house? I tell you something. I tell you something right now. There's probably 1,000 dogs with fleas right now in the world, but guess how many in my fucking house?
Man.
It's like I'm not trying to create unnecessary problems. If a problem is brought to me, then I'm gonna handle it as such. But bro, if you know me, nigga, like how confrontational am I just randomly? Like I like hearing about violence and shit from time to time, but like I'm not really like I'm chilling. I'm really cooling. All the way up until you try me in any type of fashion. It's like when it all got said and done and shit, people slowly starting to see little shit. She started doing dumbass shit on the low. And I'm like, see, this all come from her playing victim this whole damn time. Cause it's like you can, if I fuck up something, she can call my dad and be like, "Hey, get your son." Da, da, da. I can't do that, vice versa, and not because he wouldn't say nothing or try to like quote unquote correct her or no shit. It's just more so she don't give a fuck. Like I've heard her in the midst of doing some like backhanded shit to some people say, if y'all mad at me behind that, well shit, that's just gonna be that. Y'all have to deal with that shit. And it's like, nigga, you ain't just eat they last fucking fudge pop in the freezer. Like, nah, you essentially stole money from a motherfucker, like on some shit, really. Like it's your shit, technically. But it's like you ain't let nobody know about that. That was something that, like, imagine if me and you was going into business together and we got a business credit card and I went to go spend 50,000 on that motherfucker and ain't tell you. Like,
And see, that's what. Go ahead.
I go ahead.
That's what it sound. The difference in that is that we both agreed to be in this situation. Well, nah, we both agreed to be in the situation of the business. But the thing is, neither one of us owned it before we agreed to get in, and that's where I kind of think it's coming from a place like of an entitlement, which also can sometimes come back from that place of being the youngest one. Is because like it's kind of like a thing of like, I brought you in this house. I can do whatever the fuck I want. Like, I own all this shit. So it don't even matter at the end of the day. Like, that's kind of where it sounds like, I don't know if it's coming from that place or not.
No, it is. My thing is, look, that's true. It's your shit. You do what the fuck you want with your shit. But my thing is this: treatment is everything. If you gonna keep treating this shit, it's your shit. But my mama house is. It be times where I go back home and shit, and I be acting like I'm a guest in there, and she be like, "Boy, this is your house still. Like this is you live here. Like you may be elsewhere and shit, whatever, but this is still your home. Like you ain't gotta act like you don't have a place in this motherfucker. Like whether it's on the couch, the floor, in your brother's room, sister's room, like this is still yours. Like this is you're not apart from this." And that's what I don't like about my grandmother. This can be your house all fucking day, ownership wise, but don't make it seem as though you don't still owe this to your family to a degree. But this is still the family's house. Like it's yours in ownership, but let's just face it, this house will be here long after you're not. So who the fuck's it gonna go to when you die? It's not always gonna be yours. So the decisions and shit you make on here, since you are older, are drastically gonna affect all of us. God forbid, if it happens too fucking soon, it's gonna affect me because my dad is locked up. And if anybody did get this house when she died, it would be me. So anything she do, if like let's say she acquires some debt on the house, that would all go to my ass because I'm here. If I wasn't here, that would go to my fucking sister if she was here at the time. Or whoever the fuck was whoever she got a beneficiary on the damn house and shit. But yeah, bro. Oh man, I got tired of shit.
Nah, you good. I hear where you coming from though. I hear where you coming from, with the whole place. And like that's how you know what's yours and what's not. That's how you can separate the two, and we can have respect over we can have respect over the boundaries in the house. We can have more respect over like, who really owns what and whose is what. But if it's just a tyrant and you're just out here just being all like everything is mine, I don't give a fuck. Like you just here. Like Like, that ain't no respect, bro. Like that's not gonna make me want to stay because you're not willing to work with me. We're not working together. We're not doing this shit together. You're just doing it as solo dolo and not allowing me. Now I gotta
I'll be
go
right back.
force myself. Yeah.
Never mind. Go ahead, bro. My bad. This nigga change wardrobes on me.
Oh yeah, man. I had to get cozy. I'm tired too. I'm about to go to bed.
Facts.
Just had to set the scene, set the mood.
Fuck you talking about? I'm about to get ready to go to busy.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I think this was a good conversation, dude. Definitely respect the conversation wholeheartedly.
Hell yeah, great 4-hour pod.
Man, it's getting very easy. Just talking with my dog.
This how it be. That's how I used to be, motherfuckers. I think we got like one stream that's damn near 5 or 6 hours or some shit. I'm like, golly.
Man, we got shit we gotta say, bro. We got shit to get off our chest.
Yeah, the South got something to say. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, man. Good conversation, good pod. Definitely appreciate it.
Good smokes, good drink, good food. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, that shit got me. That itis is hitting me stupid right now.
Yeah.
Like 5 different types of sleepies hitting me right now.
That boy fatigue is natural. He had 2 burgers in the system. He had the drink in the system.
I want you to
Smoking this
morning, nigga.
body exhausted. You done. Yeah, you done. You not getting up to 2 p.m. tomorrow.
Huh? Yeah, the gym is a no-go tomorrow. It's too tired. I ain't even coughing up shit. Empty ass coughs. But shit. Ugh, I can't even do that shit. Yeah, we out this motherfucker. Off of
All right, bro. I'll talk to you later.
Yes, bro. Off of insurance on my nose, nigga. Can't even put my damn hands up.